This episode is brought to you by our friends at SeatGeek.
Oh!
I tell you what, there's no simpler way to buy tickets. If you're buying tickets on any other platform, you're a fucking idiot. If you're going to pay to go see a comedy show or a musical or a live sports event, go to SeatGeek. Mm-hmm. They go through all the other ticket platforms that you're going to be fucking with.
They scan them.
And they scan them all. Mm-hmm. And then they say, hey, this is the best seat, or these are the best seats for the amount of money you're wanting to spend.
They work for you, Todd.
They do. They're like your broker.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. They're in the business for you.
Oh,
so
awesome.
Use them. They're the only ones we trust. They're the only people that have anything like this that we like. Go see a sporting event live. It's all about the story. Live a little, experience a lot. Every purchase you make with these guys is fully guaranteed, so you shop with complete confidence. Download the SeatGeek app and enter the promo code Heartland. That's promo code Heartland for $10 off your first SeatGeek purchase. Hit it, Z.
Yeah, kick it on back and crack a cold one. Yeah, the boys are about to go on. Just shooting the shit and letting it rip. Hey, let's go. It's time for Heartland Radio.
Here we go. Hey, Thailand is bad at soccer. Loved your tweet, Pat. Was that a record for the largest point?
I believe in the Women's World Cup history, it is the biggest point differential in the history, beating out the Yermans, I believe.
Oh, wow.
USA.
Love it.
Hey, USA.
Hey.
USA.
No longer on sale, but Independence Day shirts are still for sale at store.McAfeeshow.com. I do love that every 4 years, same thing with the gymnastics squad.
Yep.
Every 4 years, we get to act like we did something.
Yeah.
Just strictly because our parents chose to procreate in America.
True.
We get to celebrate that.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love everything about it. 13-piece right there, quick. I mean, let's go. Gorman had some stats before the show started about that Thailand goalie.
Well, 21 shots faced. She had 8 saves.
Not great.
Yikes.
It's not a great percentage.
Not great.
No.
I felt bad for the Thais.
It did look like a high school varsity team playing like sixth graders. Like there was that much of a difference in speed.
Bro, I had that tweet up with it was at like 80 minutes in, so 10 minutes left, and it said 9-piece for that. I had the tweet ready to go for as soon as the game, and then and then it went to 10-piece, then 11-piece, and I actually said out loud like 12-piece would be a lot better than 11-piece, and then they get a 12-piece, and then there's like 35 seconds left in the game, and it's 13-piece. They couldn't even show highlights at the end of that thing, and that's what our women's soccer team is.
Pat,
a highlight reel.
Bunch of bullies.
you are a world-class soccer player. Let me ask you this question. Are the women better than our men at soccer because there's so many other sports when you're growing up as a young man to get involved with as opposed to that for women?
I am not sure if the reason is that there isn't other professional sports that pay very well in the women's department, which I think should, by the way.
Right.
Like I enjoy the women's ice hockey team whenever
Very good.
they're incredible. Gymnastics, I think they should figure out a way with their new president after watching that NASA.
Foxy.
It's bad. It's bad.
I wish professional women's softball was a big thing.
What I'm saying,
I would
yeah.
watch
Thank
the
you.
fuck out of that.
That's what I'm saying. I think that there's a way to market these things, especially in the world that we live in now. Make it just an internet thing. The fast pitch softball, every time it gets on TV, is awesome. It's electric.
Yeah.
Soccer teams are good. Gymnastics is good. There has to be a way to make them more profitable for the athletes. But soccer does seem to be the quickest way to fame if you're a female athlete. I mean, you're straight into just like gymnastics, I guess. You're straight into anything if you dominate, and they seem to win all the time. I think it'd be a lot of fun. If there was no other options for American male athletes, anybody with a brain agrees that we would just walk directly through every single international soccer competition, no matter what it was.
Yeah.
LeBron James is playing goalie. Kawhi Leonard's playing goalie.
Oh, give me Russ
Come on.
Westbrook.
Young skinny sniper
Give me Russ
playing goalie.
Westbrook. Sure.
I don't think who
KD.
we don't. Too soon.
Come on, man.
What do you mean? He's fine. I'm on his side. I'm supporting him. You guys are not supporting him. You guys don't think he's going to be back.
You know what happened with this guy over here?
I don't know. Who
doesn't think he's going to be back?
You guys.
Not me. Don't let me into that.
Well,
But
that's what
Jesus.
I said he's going to be back.
Oh, what are you talking about? He blew his Achilles out.
Yeah, so
He's not coming back.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
come on.
Ever? Are you saying ever?
Oh no. I'm just saying. You know, I mean,
Not for
He'll be back for the next World
Yeah,
Cup.
not tomorrow or not.
But yeah, I think everybody with a brain knows that if Odell Beckham Jr. was playing striker,
What are we doing here?
and not even, if their entire life was focused on soccer, which is what happens in other countries. Not that there's anything wrong with that, by the way. Just because soccer is the number one sport in other countries doesn't mean they're a worse country than ours. It just means the sport that they focus on is worse than the sport that we focus on.
Yeah.
This means it's a poorer country than ours.
No, I don't think. I think there's some very rich countries. I think we're all kind of poor countries nowadays. I think everybody's kind of a poor country.
But do we not feel bad for Thailand?
Is anybody
I
a
do
rich
feel bad
country?
for Thailand.
Like, because last month they were making USA's jerseys, and now they're here getting beat by them.
Double down.
I said it separately, so it could have been cut out if it needed.
If I ever got like, say if I was a multi-billionaire, let's say I have $2 billion, I
Okay.
got money to throw around and play with, I would create a professional women's softball league.
They already have it, Todd.
I know, but I mean, it's not. They're playing for like
ignorance of this guy's
35 grand a year or whatever.
Right.
I'm talking about. I would make it a big production.
Yeah, get it-
I would try to put
get
it
it televised
on the
and
fucking
whatnot,
map.
yeah.
Yeah.
You mark it on your calendar when it's on the TV, or
I watch the Women's College World Series every time I'm at a bar and it's on. I watch it.
because it's the only thing. On.
I mean, they have it on for me, but I pay attention. I do get a kick. I think it's a very fast sport as opposed to Major League Baseball. I still like Major League Baseball, but if it wasn't 5 minutes in between every pitch, I would love watching Major League Baseball even more.
What about women's tennis? Because I could
Fuck
not.
a bunch of that.
If a women's tennis match is on versus a men's tennis match, I'm fine watching either one. I don't have a preference one way or the
No,
other.
I do
Serena,
too.
though.
I really.
Yeah, watching Serena was,
Right.
was
Got
a
to be
lot of
Serena,
fun.
right? Not just a random.
No, a couple of these
back
like
in the
younger
day.
girls from the U.S. now are pretty good too. I mean, they're not like Serena.
Oh,
but they're-
Casamova. Yeah, 17-year-old, man.
Back
Tough.
in the day, I used to watch Chris Evert and
No, they're good
Martina
players.
Navratilova battle. You liked
But yeah, it's not like when we were growing up and it was like Anna Kournikova and everybody watched her because she was super attractive.
Yeah, and she was.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
You're
I mean,
saying
it
that's
wasn't-
what everybody was doing back in the day?
Oh
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
And she
it's a fact.
That's
she-
what got
she's
you
good,
there.
She was a good groaner.
But it was the level of play that kept you.
She
there.
was.
Rafa and that other dude,
You mean Dominic Thiem?
him. They're groaning now. Those
Oh, yeah.
guys
Oh, yeah.
were loud
Oh, yeah.
groaning. And then all of a sudden, Rafa just stopped groaning. All of a sudden, out of nowhere for like 3 sets, and then he was back. I'm like, how do you just turn that on and off? You just hit the switch. Like, hey, you know what? This is a groan round.
They learned that it was actually an advantage because the women learned it was an advantage first, so they just started doing it.
I don't know, man. I just don't know if you could just turn it on and off the way they were turning it on. I mean, Rafa was loudly groaning.
He
was
he never used to.
and then all of a sudden, he served the next one, and there was no sound at all. I was like, what happened?
Headband was too tight.
Bro, he does that whole thing. He
it's the
he's
best.
like
Oh,
Matt Stover.
but the ass too. When he
right.
he picks his ass after every time play
Yeah, you have
stops,
to, dude.
he pulls his shorts or
You
pulls
played
his
a lot of tennis.
Yeah.
I played in high school.
He says
I was,
he does.
I was really good. I never did the grunt thing. Is it necessary once you get to a certain level? Is like a ki
I'm the
in
wrong guy.
karate?
I mean, I think,
Competitive level.
yeah,
It's just a
well,
competitive level.
It's that, and I mean, these guys are hitting it hard as piss every single
That's what I'm
time.
saying.
Like,
when you
you're
can
the-
hit it that hard,
Yeah.
is that necessary?
Oh,
Kind of
they're
like when you
also
break a
playing
board
outside.
in
It's like
martial arts.
95 degrees in Paris. You know, they're playing on clay. I mean, I'm sure they definitely overdo it at times, but
Just out of habit. It
yeah,
becomes a
they're
habit
trying to hit it
probably.
as hard as they can almost every
You got a
time.
beef stick? You just bite into a giant beef stick?
Guys, I'm in trouble, man. I'm on this new diet. I'm in a bad spot. I'm trying to slim up before
Yeah.
next week's shows. Good
I
plug.
get it.
It's
But I just noticed in other sports, like when Pat, he could kick the fucking ball like nobody else, punt the ball like nobody else, but you didn't hear every time.
You heard
And
a
don't hear-
loud fuck though. If I missed it.
Honestly, I heard it was to distract the other player.
I bet there's something to
We
that.
need John Brinkus on this.
It's
right.
a psychological
Is
thing.
he still alive?
I don't know. It's a good question.
You think Rafa heard how loud that dude was groaning and was like, "Chill the fuck out"? Dude. Is that what you think it was?
Hell yeah, he had 11 French titles at the time. Now he's got 12, so he's like, "F you, dude. This is my court."
Hey, well, it was tight early, by the way. It was tight early, by the way, and then Rafa decided to say no more, and I think it was when he stopped
It
groaning.
always is.
He's so
That's
good.
what she said.
piece it together. Cigar Zito has a little bit more edge, by the way.
He's my least favorite Zito by a
Oh,
million.
he's my favorite.
Oh, hands down my favorite.
My favorite
Come
Zito
on,
is Cigar
Tony.
Zito.
It's the voice. The
What are you
voice. is
talking
the-
about? I talk like
He's
this
walking
now.
around with this cigar in his mouth all day fucking long.
And in his fingers, like
Yeah.
it's either
Chewing on it.
he's
Came in this morning
pointing
with it, in
things
his
with
mouth.
it, like talking to people.
He
with
gets,
it.
he gets the raspy voice going. Yeah.
Is
I
it-
talk like this now. It's bad for the voice, but it's good for me.
This is all because somebody tweeted to stop doing Pittsburgh East. So he was like, well, I got to pick up a new city. So he picked up a cigar and went straight to
Going
New
with
York.
Sicily.
Don't worry, I still say Don all the time.
I kind of. It's like the grandfather I never had walking around. He's cute. He's little. He doesn't really know much. He's just kind of lost and forgot everything.
Hey, Frank, scratch my back.
Is that what grandpas do? Just go around asking their grandkids. to
Cuban,
scratch
Cuban,
their back.
Zitos, yeah.
Cuban. Diet starts.
Never.
That came back to real Zito there. Cigar Zito had a chance.
He's back. I don't know. Hey, we talked about this on your show last night, Pat, about the celebrities, the younger celebrities challenging the older celebrities to a fight. I feel like I started that. I didn't think about it till last night, and I was like, remember back in February when I challenged Steven Seagal to a fight?
Oh, yeah.
And I've had a feeling for a while now that the Biebs has been reading my shit. He just doesn't want me to know he's reading my shit.
What an incredible.
Has Seagal responded to you yet?
No, he's a little scared of it.
Hey, the magician that drank bleach that I told you about, what was his name? Anthony Amazing Jonathan.
Amazing Jonathan.
Amazing Jonathan. He has a documentary come out.
And he
about
tells
him.
a story about Steven Seagal.
Does he really?
He said he was on the Comedy Store's IG today. He tells a story about Steven Seagal just calling him out of nowhere. Hey, this is Steven Seagal. You want to come to my house? And the guy's like, yeah. So he goes over there, and when he arrives, Steven Seagal's motherfucking Disney. And then hangs up on him and goes,
Really?
Disney. And then he's like, holy shit. And then he went upstairs, changed into another Komodo, came back down. Every 5 minutes, he changed into a new Komodo. And he said it was the most interesting moment of his life. And that's the guy you want to fight? I don't think so. He talks to Walt Disney, tells him to go fuck himself.
How many years until Zito just walks around a kimono all day?
I was wondering if Todd was going to do
Kimono
it.
Zeke.
Kimono Zeke would be the best.
Can we get that?
I don't know how much they cost. You got to know a guy.
You don't have to know a guy.
Oh, you got to know
You
a
could
guy.
get one
you
right
want the
now.
real
Can we
ones.
just do sumo eat?
Shut
No,
the fuck
we don't want
up.
to see that.
What?
Nick said the meanest thing in the world to Zito today. The
What?
meanest thing.
What
What
was
did he
it?
say?
That his body actually makes you
Oh, it's repulsive.
Yeah.
you're repulsed and you almost want to throw up every time.
Well,
you
you weren't the one that had
He's,
to
he's
rub icy
flaunting it,
hot
though.
on it.
Yeah, he's
I had to
asking-
rub a stick of fucking burn
Yeah,
shit
so
on there.
Zito
Come
walks
on.
over to Todd and he goes, "Rub this on my back." So Zito lifted his shirt up and made Todd rub icy hot on his back.
like in my face.
Hold
I'm like,
on.
get out of here.
Zito walked into my office with that shit that he had to rub on your back. He goes, I think this is that magic spray soccer players use, but has CBD in it. I knew he was going to attempt to use it at any particular moment.
My
And
back feels really good now.
this morning, he faked the back injury to get you to do that.
Like, this isn't a locker room, Z. Just go in the bathroom if you're going to be doing it.
Yeah,
I'm not going
Zito.
to bring Todd with me in there.
Well, rub the stick on the wall in a circle and back up against it.
Like a bear. Like a fucking
With
bear.
honey.
We need H&R immediately.
We do. Yeah, we do.
Well,
We
H&R,
do.
our H&R is the guy that told Zito he's repulsive.
Yeah, it's disturbing the office.
oh, I mean, that is something HR would tell somebody.
Is that? I don't
It's
know.
a workplace
like, hey,
distraction.
Zito would get called into the HR office and be like, "Hey, man, you can't be lifting up your shirt and putting icy hot on your fucking
He'll
back."
be
in
like,
the middle
take
of
it
work."
easy. I'm trying to do my best.
How do you hurt himself lifting up a broken computer?
Is that what it was? Z?
Yeah, I pulled my back. It was
You got-
40 pounds.
You got
Lifted the
hustled.
legs.
You got hustled on the internet.
Yeah, a broken computer showed up at the house. He wanted to bury FedEx. First thing I heard was my dad and Zito upstairs like, fuck FedEx. I'm like, what happened? Computer's not working. But you
Block
got,
Dad fixed it though. He is amazing with building computers. Who would have known?
well, him and I guess my brother was really into it. So I assume my dad did the dad thing and got into it with him. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
oh, he's interested in this. I'll get involved in it. I assume he could probably build a computer if he had to.
Oh, he
Jake?
knew everything inside of it. It was
He
blew
can
my
figure
mind.
it out. He's a very intelligent person.
Dude, he just fixed our trackball racket. I mean, unbelievably, with a piece of plastic and 2 different tapes. It was unbelievable.
He's the maintenance department. Anything goes wrong, you just take it upstairs.
I wish that trackball would have got fucking slaughtered. It's gonna break somebody's face and something in this office.
Oh, what a
It's
game!
so
though.
addictive.
What a goddamn game!
So Gorman brought in, it's called Trackball. Is that what it's called?
Tracball.
Out of the trunk
It's like
of his
high
car.
lie with
Yeah, it's like
For the
highlight.
beach.
The
Yeah.
plastic neck scoop things you catch and throw.
Highlight.
Never seen a human. It's highlight. Yeah, I've never seen a human look more old than when Gorman walked in here with these two fucking things, and he goes, "Trackball." He played at the park, and everybody's like, "Who the fuck goes to the park and does this?" So then we all started picking it up and doing it, and all of us were like, "Think we want to go to the park?"
Dude, I've played under the lights in parking lots. I'm dead serious.
It's an incredible game.
It would be a great tailgate game.
Very addicting. Very addicting, but also potentially catastrophic.
Well, if you play indoors, outdoors.
That's the only place you guys have been playing.
That's part of the fun, though. You got to challenge yourself to be like, all right, I got to throw a fucking BB right here. Otherwise, I could, knock a coffee cup off the counter there. I could break a TV. I mean, it adds a little, little
there's
juice to the
only
game.
one section of this office that contains a lot of glass, and you guys chose to play right in front of it.
Bro, and I've asked, 4 or 5 times, like, hey, just play this
Well,
way.
that's the regulation court until we change
That
regulation
is,
court.
yeah, that is true.
I mean, literally, the only thing that's breakable in this office is what you guys choose to throw this uncontrollable fucking plastic ball that's harder than a hockey ball.
I took one off the lip today. Oh, man, it hurt like a son of a bitch. It did.
Short hops will get you.
We need a curtain on a track that we can pull in front of all those big ass TVs.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But it is a fun game, man.
Looking for an easy, affordable way to stock up for summer grilling as well as a great gift? Think Omaha Steaks. We love us some Omaha Steaks because they have the best steaks and meats anywhere for over 100 years. They're a family-owned and operated company still run by the 5th generation. Your order is flash frozen and ready to cook. All meat is USDA inspected for quality and exceeds standards. Hand-trimmed, flash frozen, and vacuum sealed. That's how you get it. That's
Todd,
why we love it.
Todd, true story. Loaded up for Father's Day for Fair and Square Lair. Loves the Omaha Steaks.
Everybody loves Omaha
Loves the Omaha Steaks.
Everybody loves it. Plus, they got online support with recipes, wine pairings, and so much more. Right now, Omaha Steaks is giving a limited time Father's Day gift offer to our listeners. This is the offer that you took advantage of.
Sure
once.
did.
Go to omahasteaks.com and enter the promo code Heartland in the search bar. You get 74% off the Father's Day Steak Fix gift package.
Jesus.
Yeah, 74%.
giving it away?
They're giving it away. It's a $235 value that you're getting for only $59.99.
It's absurd.
That's a penny less than $60. Listen what you get. This is everything you get. 2 tender filet mignons, 2 bold top sirloins, 2 savory pork chops, 4 Omaha steak burgers, 4 massive gourmet jumbo franks, 4 crispy chicken fried steaks, all beef meatballs, 4 premium chicken breasts, 4 caramel apple tartlets for dessert.
Love 'em.
A packet of Omaha Steak signature seasoning, and you get 4 extra Omaha steak burgers free.
Yeah, total of
Jesus.
8. You get
Free.
8. You get 8.
You get 8 total. Wow. Give this amazing package as a gift for dad or stock up for the incredible summer grilling season all for yourself at just 74% off. Just go to omahasteaks.com and enter code Heartland in the search bar, and this Father's Day Steak Fix gift package is yours for only $59.99, valued at $235.
What a deal!
Let's go. That's crazy. Back to the show.
Hey,
I regret it ever came into the office because it's going to break something. Somebody's going to get hurt. Something's going to break.
Trackball.
And Trackball's going to be to blame. And we're all just going to be like, can't believe it didn't happen sooner. That's what we're going to say. As soon as something happens, can't believe it didn't happen sooner.
Whammo loves you right now.
Who?
Whammo.
They created the frisbee.
And they created Trackball.
106.7 Whammo?
The hip hop station?
Whammo.
Hey, that was in Pittsburgh. That was what we grew up on. If you want to listen to a little DMX.
Whammo.
I will when I get down there. But Whammo is applauding you right now because Trackball sales are about to go through the roof.
It's a good time.
Everyone should buy us
It
that.
should.
And by the way, Whammo,
bullshit.
we are very much in business with other people being in business with our business.
Think about it.
Think about it, Whammo. We could sell the shit out of some frisbees probably for you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anybody frisbee golf? Like I was talking to a guy at brunch
Froth?
this weekend. He was
Big
like,
Froth
hey,
guy.
you need to get in the frisbee golf.
No.
Nah.
I'm a huge froth guy.
He swears up and down if I do it one time.
Is it a regulation plastic frisbee or is it?
No,
No, they got different ones.
Yeah, there's drivers. And
putters.
there's,
Is it easier to throw though?
No, it's harder.
The driver, you know, I mean, that thing's built to cut wind. It's a little bit heavier. It's going to go a long way for a good huck, I believe is the word that is used.
Oh, nice hawk.
Oh, a nice hawk there, huh?
Is it as addicting as everybody says?
I've never played in my life.
Every disc has a different toss.
Yeah, every shot has a different disc. Yeah.
Anytime you hear me talk about this type of stuff, I am literally just being a parrot and repeating just
But you're right, though.
scattered things that I've heard about it whenever people are telling me how awesome it is. Because I had the same conversation that you had with people. Where they're like, you're going to love it. You're going to love
Yeah.
it. Ben Askren, for instance. He
Oh, yeah.
loves it.
I mean, he's a world-class athlete. He got addicted to it.
I unfollowed him. He didn't follow me.
Oh, yeah, you got to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Got to do it.
Ben.
I couldn't do a one-way relationship like
No,
that.
no, no.
Let's
No, it
go.
hurts.
But he loved Frisbee golf.
Yeah.
I think you'd probably be good at it, Todd.
I don't know. I'd better than golf.
See, but you'd 1,000 times out of 1,000 times rather just go play golf.
I
than
love
Frisbee
playing golf,
1,000
though.
times.
Would you guys say?
I think, personally.
The good thing about golf is you don't have to be great at it to have
Oh,
fun.
I know. I know.
Dude, I had a rough day.
Nick and Todd got slaughtered by Foxy's team. I mean, it was a situation that honestly was something that I could have never fathomed was going to happen.
Never. And, I had a lot of fun. And you know what's great about golf is, like, we did slaughter them, but really was, like, 3 different shots that just turned the whole round around. Todd almost had a hole-in-one.
Tado.
They come back, miss the birdie putt. We drain a putt.
So you almost had a hole in one, but missed the birdie putt?
Like
Yes.
2 foot away.
Yeah,
I thought I'm off the green now. He leaves it a foot away from the hole.
What happens?
I don't know.
I don't know. I thought I was putting quite well, but we just couldn't overcome the wedge play.
That's where it'll get you because the wedges are tough.
And then Foxy just hits this ball, and it hit no less than 3 tree branches and landed right on the green.
Attaboy, Foxy.
You're
Living
just
right.
fighting obstacles
Good,
you
clean
can't
living.
beat there.
That's
Better
monkey
be
ball.
lucky than good.
It's a little monkey
That's
ball.
because you're living clean. Okay,
You're
that's
right.
why. You got
think
that
you're right.
fresh haircut.
Yep.
You're working your ass off.
Yep.
You get a chance to go to these incredible events just because
Yep.
you hit the lottery. Things like that are going to happen for you.
And when you eat your fortune cookie fortunes, those things happen.
Forgot about that. Maybe it's something to think
that
about.
could
Something to think
be.
about for Nick, too, because Nick had one of the worst lip outs I've ever seen. It wasn't even a lip out. He hits it center cup, and it hits the plastic part of the cup and just pops
That was
out.
a garbage course. It
was
miss.
awesome.
Yeah, it's the course you chose to
There
go
was
to.
a coffee can stuck in the ground.
Hey, guys, no excuses.
No excuses.
Hey,
Hey, what's about the foot golf? You ever play foot golf?
is that soccer
Yes.
with golf?
Yeah, the bigger
Is
holes.
that the massive holes? Yeah.
I think so. And you kick it. I get tweeted pretty often. There's a foot golf course here. There's like a really
We should go try that.
I'm
There's
sure
a-
you'd be okay.
I think so.
It's
There's
BYOB.
bring your own ball.
Yeah. I forgot about it the first time. I couldn't play.
What kind of ball is it?
Wait, Zito, you
What
went to
soccer
play
ball?
foot golf?
Is it just a soccer ball? Like I can
Yeah,
just take any soccer ball?
Oh, yeah.
So it is like, I guess the one thing that's beautiful about Frisbee golf and probably that foot golf as well is it's absolutely free. You just walk on those courses. They don't charge you to play.
Well,
Yeah.
that's this
golf costs
this foot
money.
golf guy like quit what he was doing just to start this course because he fell in love with it somehow. I met him at like a golf outing that was very expensive to get into, so he paid a lot of money to be there. And he was like, "I need you to come check out my foot golf course." And I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, I just bought it and it's my thing now." And I'm like, This game must be very addicting. Sounds like heroin.
Do you have carts
What's that?
in that game? Do you have carts?
I don't think so.
I think you got to walk it. It's a
gentleman's game.
gentleman's game.
Are these just activities you pick up when you're sober?
Yeah, you got to.
Oh, you probably do when you go sober. You got to search.
Is that how you got the
things to want to stay alive for, right?
Is this directed towards me?
Yeah.
Well, hold
It's
on.
a real
Hold
question.
on. This could be for me too because I had a substance
You
abuse
did, yeah.
counselor for 27 months.
Oh yeah, it happened to you.
Yeah, 27 months. I had a substance abuse counselor I had to meet with once a week. And the first couple of weeks were a bit rocky because he kept asking me when was the last time I used when I was arrested for an alcohol offense. And I was like, I just don't know how you use alcohol. I understand that you've been through, because this guy'd been through the gamut of drugs.
Yeah.
Like he'd been through it all. Done it all, done it all,
Sure.
done it all. And I was like talking to him almost like, should I be your counselor? You know what I mean? But after I got past that and I got, a little
But
bit
to
more-
those guys, Pat, drug's a drug. When's you
Yes,
use,
exactly.
and alcohol's a drug. So
Exactly.
that's-
Once
yeah.
I got past that and became a little bit more mature, I was like, well, if I have to talk to this fucking guy, let's.
But it is a bit about like talking about trauma between a Vietnam vet and a guy who was in a bar fight.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a kind of a level of separation there.
So-
some of these guys.
I said to him, he, one of the first real conversations we had, I was like, what am I supposed to do with my life? Like, I'm just going in my house right now, turning off all the lights and watching TV until I fall asleep and waking up and doing it again. He was like, well, you got to find things that are fun that you can do without getting any substances of abuse in your body.
Yeah, trackball.
And I started thinking. I literally started thinking, and I was like, and everything I said to him was in my head. I was like, that all sounds a lot better if I was fucked up, though. so it was real, though. Like this trackball thing, I wish this would have been maybe mentioned to me, that or cornhole. Like, hey, you enjoy this cornhole game.
Right.
That's really what it is, though. Is you got to find things that you can do that can appease your mind and entertainment level without you having to be completely out of your mind. And I decided to get a bus. I went Bigfoot hunting. I went ghost hunting. I went on an alligator farm in Louisiana.
Oh, you hunted boar, too.
I hunted a pig in Louisiana.
Remember that.
With the dogs. They sent the goddamn bait
incredible,
dogs out
yeah.
there. I hog-tied the thing. That's what I did. I should have just got a trackball fucking.
Yeah, that sounded like a shot. It wasn't meant as a shot. It was genuine, probably ignorance on
that's
my
a
part.
real
Just-
question.
The
You
correct
actually
answer
go
is
parks and shit.
absolutely, because
Yeah.
of the time that you're spent, hey, I'm going over to Jimmy's or Jenny's and we're going to go get fucked up, or hey, I'm going up to Hooters and getting fucked up, or hey, I'm going drinking, or hey, we're going to smoke, or going to use whatever. Yeah, you fill it with other stuff. You know, I mean,
Probably save a fuck ton of money.
oh,
Dude,
boy.
but it's hard to find these things, though, whenever you're first doing like
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Whenever I first got into it, I was struggling, man. I was like, I smoke spice, really. I was like, I gotta get around this somehow, man. I gotta get around it. But it is a much more enjoyable life, though, when you can find things. And that's what, by the way, I think that program saved me, by the way.
you definitely.
I don't know if I would have made it the way I was fucking going, honestly. I mean, the worst nights of my life right now, I was doing every night of the week.
Yeah. Dude, I'd see you at your locker sometimes. It was like, are you able to practice today? You good or what? You're, oh, fuck it. This isn't a big day for us. I don't have to kick that much.
It's real though, man. So that thing it changes the way you look at it though. Like that, like cornhole, became something I was doing in the tail end of my
Pretty good player, too.
incredible next level. Honestly, if I was to get back into it, I've been watching that ACL thing, and I'm like, I think they're beatable.
Yeah, if you had to go pro, you could for
I think
sure.
I could. If I was to just take
without
I think a week I could get back into it, but now that I'm older.
God, you're a cocky son of a bitch in that locker room. In that locker room, you were a cocky sucker.
There's
Nobody
a
would
weird,
score on me.
Dang.
I was a cocky
He would
sucker.
just fucking rake cash at that locker room. Jesus.
but
God, it's
similar
like,
to punting, there's a weird focus you
Yeah,
have
right.
to be born with to be able to do it because the muscle memory has to
Yeah,
be.
but then he was wheeling them into all these rookies. He'd fucking throw out the chum, and they'd be like, "Hey, I got 3 bags. All I need to do is make 2 of them. You want it? We good for a hundo, right? Yeah, you ain't gonna make 2. Doink, doink. I don't need the 3rd. It's like, Pat, come on.
There was this one shot I had. It was awesome. It was from my locker, which was about 2 cornhole lengths from the far board. So I was like a cornhole set away from the front cornhole board. And I'd be at my locker, and the rookie lockers, I was in the middle of the locker room, but the rookie lockers were also to my right over there. And you'd always get somebody from like Iowa or like some Big Ten school where there's some animal at cornhole or whatever. They're, that's all we did in college. I'm like, oh man, really? Did you guys get your signing bonuses yet? Yeah. You guys just want to go bag for bag right here? Yeah, absolutely. I'll fucking do that, man. Let's go. Because they're the best athletes they've ever been around. These guys.
Sure.
And they throw it off the fucking ceiling or something like that. All right, so if this goes in, you have not scored, so it's double. You know that, right? And they're like, oh, no, now we're doing double. And then I got to make a little room. I'll be like, he's about to get shut out and he's not paying double. Then he would get buried by everybody else. And then with the attention of the room, I would just throw one up, and you would normally hear D-Butt like, money bag! Bang! It was a.
Yeah, and then put your fucking sunglasses on and tramps right out of the
See you
place.
later.
See you, boys.
Yeah, see you later.
It's a walk off.
I would never make them pay me, by the way. The rookies. The vets, I would.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean they can afford it.
Okay, honest question.
But the rookies and I became friends immediately because I was like, don't pay me.
You're a great cornholer.
Yeah.
Okay, cornhole player.
Yeah.
If Corey Redding didn't bring those boards into the locker room,
Never would have played.
you never would have played.
I don't think so. I honestly don't think I would have enough time to sit down and do it. I was literally forced to play because I had nothing else to do. Everybody else is watching film, and I got shit. And I was like, there was a couple of days where I was like trying to set up a way for me to get out of the building. Like every day, I would just like I think I'm just gonna leave. And nap for like 3 hours, and then Chuck caught me one day like walking out. I did it like one day, and he caught me like coming back in. And he was like, "Where are you coming from?" I was like, "Oh, I just had to go run some." I was like, "Where are you coming from?" Because he was outside. He was like, "My office is right here." I'm like, "Got it, man." And he was basically like, "Don't do it." I was like, "All right." So I was locked in the locker room, and I'm just staring at these cornhole boards, and I'm like, well, fuck. We got 4 hours until the next thing we got to do. Might as well get some work. And poor Overton, dude.
That's a great point, though, because like before that, you would normally play at tailgates. It's a great tailgating. But you also happen to be the greatest flip cup player at the tailgate.
Flip custom again.
So
Can't play
that
it
took up
anymore.
most of your time before then.
Yeah, normally it was like we're at the flip cup table until I'm completely slaughtered and have to go home, and nothing else really gets any attention.
It's the craps of drinking games.
It is the best.
The absolute best. I think it was a big us thing. Like we're like our high school. We were
think so,
big
too.
flip cup. Like
West Virginia too. West Virginia,
because you get it's a good way to get
Oh
fucked
yeah,
up
playing
real
full
quick.
beer flip cup. Yeah, that's the way to do it.
And Survivor Flip Cup is the best.
Oh yeah, love that
The
too.
best. Because then you get to
See-
show off 5 cups at the end.
See, I don't love Survivor Flip Cup because I believe the Flip Cup is a team game. I like a nice best of 21 though. All right, 5-on-5 here, best of 21. Let's get to it. This is going to be a long one. And then always baiting the person that I'm going against into doing a full beer because I'm going to chug it faster than you. So it's just like, even if my flipping is not perfect at this moment or my team is kind of behind, you're going to puke on that. I know it. And it's going to be, yeah, man, those games are a good time. But also, cornhole, I've heard, is better when you're fucked up. So I've never really done it.
God, you should see me on darts high on cocaine. Oh, God damn it. I'm
Rapper, you wanna
English.
get a trophy?
I'm English all of a sudden. As soon as I'm snorting a couple of fucking rails, it's like bullseye, bullseye, bullseye. Hello, mate. Next. Who's up? Anybody? Come on.
What are we talking about this today? I can't believe that drug is still so prevalent in the world right now. That guy was arrested, in Florida? He had coke on his nose and said it wasn't his.
And then also in Florida, they found like $300 million worth it.
Yeah.
Floating at the sea?
I thought it was
Yeah.
done, dude. I live in such a bubble. I'm like, nobody's doing that.
You were talking about when you were in Atlanta, right? With all that cocaine, you can believe it. And then a guy I met when I was in Atlanta that runs bars, he got moved to run bars in Florida for the same group, but he said in Atlanta it was different than everywhere else. He was like, dude, every bar, if you were a popular bar, you had a cop that would sit outside. And he was in charge of making sure other cops never came in there. And
Okay.
it was a fucking free-for-all.
So we were right. Foxy and I
Yes.
got a perfect read. That's what we thought.
Yes.
Literally, that's what we thought as we were in there. Like, there's
Yeah,
something
no, he
going on.
confirmed
That's
it. He's
pretty
like,
cool
no, Pat nailed it. He was exactly right. That's exactly what we did.
Makes so much sense.
It makes so much sense because they were just like throwing it up in the air at one point. it was like a wild scene.
I don't know why I just thought about this, but I was on tour with the Crows. We were in Cleveland, Ohio.
Which ones?
Black Crows. I was on tour with the Crows. It's a weekday. It's a weekday. I would get up early because I never sleep in and stuff like that. So I'd get up early depending on when we get in.
Are there weekdays on tour though? Like,
Great question.
Isn't every day on tour just a day?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Okay.
I understand what you're saying because every night's a party where you're going.
Right.
But so I would get up and I'd go shopping around a little bit. I'd need something at Walgreens. I'd go to CVS and especially get some miles in.
Get the
Walk,
vittles.
You know, and get the
the
vittles. So I go to a mall and there is a somebody. It's like it's not a cell phone person, but it's like, hey, do you want to sign up for
Oh, Pearson Pagoda.
fill in the blank?
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, good morning. How you doing? What are you doing? And she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, nothing. Just here on tour. We got a show coming up here and stuff. She's like, oh, great.
I Manny's a Black Crows.
No.
That's
It wasn't like
I don't know if
that.
you ever heard of them.
I mean, dude, I've got flip
Here's
flops
my hotel room
on.
number.
So I'm like, yeah,
They're
we
a
got-
little hard to handle.
got a show, blah blah blah, going on. She's like, oh, how fun! It is 9:15, 9:30 in the morning. She's like, hey, you want to go outside and do some coke? At 9:30 in the morning, I'm like, really? Yeah. Good morning. Let's go. I mean, it just finds you. It's just like
This every night is a party when you're on tour
yeah.
is such a probably an accurate statement because literally everywhere you go,
They're waiting
coming
for you.
to a party.
They're waiting for you.
Yeah, like there's people filling up.
Yes.
Most of the time, these lawns.
Wednesday night. Yeah, sure.
They're just filling
Same
up
thing.
that's all they're trying to do is party with you.
Yeah.
That's it. That has to be impossible to do.
I couldn't even
now I
imagine.
know why fucking what's his face? Old Tiramisu.
Oh yeah.
When you're on the road that long, it's gonna get you.
Good for those two, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah, they're going to
Jesus.
hook up, right? For sure.
I mean, they already have, but
I mean, yeah, but they're
Excuse
going to be
me?
official.
No, not Bradley Cooper.
They're both single.
they already got divorced.
I know, but you said they already have. It's Bradley Cooper's a
I
respectable.
mean, they basically fucked on stage.
with their eyes.
Yeah.
I'm
Not
with
their
you.
penis.
I don't
I
think.
bet, I bet
no.
Gaga
They've been
gave him a little
waiting.
taste, but you know.
I don't think Cooper can put up with Gaga though, and I
That's
love
what-
Gaga.
that's what I'm thinking,
I
too.
love Gaga, but she's her own corporation. She's her own you know. What I mean?
Hey.
You don't think Coops can hang?
Bradley Cooper.
No, I'm saying I just don't know if he wants to.
He can handle it.
I don't know if he wants all that bullshit. You know.
It's lust.
I mean,
Well,
why?
yeah.
It's a tryst.
He's going to have a lot of fun for about 8 months.
Right.
And then, hey, all right. Back to the real world.
What's all this Gaga slander? What's all this?
I think she's
I love
matured.
Gaga.
I think she's come a long
And maybe
way.
she has.
She
Maybe
has.
she's ready for a Bradley.
She's come a
Cooper.
long
in
way
a
since
meat dress.
Yeah, she's come a long way since the meat dress. Is what I was
That's
going to
true.
say.
Remember when Margaret?
I didn't like meat dress Gaga. I loved her music. Didn't respect the meat dress.
La, 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 la.
Remember when Margaret Cho was talking about different actors who are throwbacks to the old leading man, like George Clooney is? But
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper's one of those guys.
Sure.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. So
There's a few.
If Lady Gaga isn't,
Brad Pitt, Leo.
yeah, Leo's like that.
Anybody else?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, good call.
Fucking that old guy from Mule.
Clint.
Robinhood is an investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETFs, options, and cryptos, all commission free. While other brokerages charge up to $10 for every trade, Robinhood doesn't charge any commission fees, so you can trade stocks and keep all your profits. Plus, there's no account minimum deposit needed to get started, so you can start investing at any level. The simple, intuitive design of Robinhood makes investing easy for newcomers and experts alike. View easy-to-understand charts and market data, and place a trade in just 4 taps on your smartphone. It's so easy. Todd does it. It's incredible.
I love it.
You can also view stock collections such as the 100 most popular,
Damn.
which everybody loves popular.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
With Robinhood, you can learn how to invest in the market as you build your portfolio, discover new stocks, track your favorite companies, and get custom notifications for price movements so you never miss the right moment to invest. Robinhood is giving listeners of Heartland Radio a free stock like Apple, Ford, Sprint. You heard me.
Wait, like
you heard
free?
me. Free.
Let's go.
100% absolutely free. So sign up now at heartland.robinhood.com.
Do you guys, when you order specifically Kentucky Fried Chicken, do you go and you're picking out? Do you go extra crispy or regular?
Regular.
Whichever one they have.
That's hot.
Yeah. Especially this fucking one up here. I'm ready.
What's what's the best part of that first, second, third bite? What is it?
Oh boy, what a question.
I
Can't wait to see where you're headed.
Believe me, I
See,
got a destination.
I'm a first bite guy.
But you like that skin, is what I'm getting at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You rip
Oh, yeah.
that off until
Oh,
you
my
just have a
God.
shell of flesh.
Yes.
Yes.
Right?
Next
Yes.
day skin is very good too.
KFC
Yeah.
is selling chicken skin only now.
Yeah, I love just
Give
how
me a bucket.
Just straight up, how fat can we get?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
Well, they're also the ones that did the fucking. It's
pretty much like stuffing, right?
With chicken as the buns.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
The
Yeah.
double down.
the double down.
Yeah, the
KFC's not
double
afraid to
down.
get fucking gluttonous.
I don't like that these people get judged. Like I wanted to judge them immediately there. It's like if somebody wants to go eat some chicken skin, let them eat some fucking chicken skin.
They
Hey,
sell it in a
good for
bag
them.
like
They don't
pork
give a
rinds.
fuck.
So I'd fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd think about it.
What's that?
If they sell the chicken skin, like fried chicken skin, in bags like pork rinds,
No.
sign me
Oh.
up.
You
Hate
get some
pork rinds, by
fucking
the way,
taters
but-
and gravy and just dunk it in there as well.
Yeah, if you could give me that large 64-ounce fountain drink and just fill that cup up with gravy, I'll just
Yep.
take that instead of the pop.
Oh my! I haven't even thought about it being a dipping utensil.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's go.
That sandwich deal, that wasn't a good thing. What was it 2 chicken breasts?
It
and
was
something
not.
in
I did
piece
not
of
try
cheese
it,
in the
but it
middle.
did
Yeah.
not look great.
Piece of cheese and there's
Bacon.
also bacon on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love though a
Double down.
restaurant that won't fold to the mainstream. It'd be like, you know what? Fucking heart disease, schmart disease. Here's your fucking cholesterol.
You want the
come
bacon
get
later?
it.
You want 16 pieces
Yeah.
of bacon on this fucking? All yours.
I spoke at the what was it? The Heart. What are they? The Heart Association
Yeah.
Society. What are they? They're-
Association.
Is it the Heart
American
Association?
American Heart
Association.
Association.
I spoke at. They had like
Been on their website quite a few times.
hey,
Symptoms. Look
it's
up.
scary, man. It is scary. I went and spoke at a brunch. It was supposed to be just like a Q&A that they had at the Colts complex. And before I get introduced, I'm standing outside, and they're like, "All right, if you have a blue sticker on your plate in front of you, lift up your hand." And like 2 people lifted their hand. They're like, "If you have a green sticker on your plate, you also lift your hand. And if you have a red sticker, lift your hand." And it was like 90% of the people in the room. They're like, "If you have your hand up right now, you represent the percentage of people that'll probably have a heart problem in their life." And I looked at the room; it was everybody. And they're like, "That's why the American Heart Association is so important." Ladies and gentlemen, your guest, Pat McAfee.
You're just like,
And I was like, before we get into this, I'm pretty fucking worried about my heart. I did not have a plate, but I saw a lot of hands up, and I'm assuming I'm in that. The heart is something.
Did you see anybody in there where you were tempted to be like, ma'am, raise your hand.
I know you don't have the right color sticker, but just for the
I thought it was
demonstration.
going to be like Magic Menu Day back in elementary school, where you got a sticker on your tray
dude,
and
that was the
you got free
best.
lunch.
I don't think I remember that. I
Really?
probably never won it.
Dude, it was the best. You'd go through line and you'd grab your tray, and then you'd get your lunch, and then if there was a sticker underneath your lunch, you got like free extras or something.
That's awesome.
Pretty fucking cool.
Not a bad gig.
I'd rig that thing.
Probably not. I win that thing. I probably don't start selling cigarettes.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Holiday Park Elementary. The fuck? That was a 7-Eleven game or something? 7 heads up?
Oh,
Heads up, 7 up.
Penny, you must wander.
Huh?
Penny, you must wander.
Is that where you
Never
put the
heard of
penny
that.
down?
Penny, you must wander.
Oh, yeah, through the hands.
Wander, wander.
Who has it?
Yeah, and they'd be like, "Oh, you gave it to the girl that you made out with on the playground. Fucking Becky's got it."
Jesus.
Well, yeah, we used to always play those games when we were waiting for our buses to come. They call your bus down. And
The
you'd be like,
makeout
"Hey,
game?
bus 317's here," and you fucking roll down.
To be hacky sacking out there big time.
Oh, that was
Did you
bus
wear
riders.
Janko and stuff like that?
was a
No,
bus rider, dude.
no. But I'd hacky sack at the fucking bus stop. I'll tell you that.
We
Really?
threw rocks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
we
like
threw- well,
if
yeah.
you were a walker, you played much different games than the bus riders.
Yeah.
We were beating each other up in people's yards and wrestling and shit
Yeah.
on the way home.
RKO out of nowhere.
We
That would have
did-
been awesome.
We did that on the bus while getting handy.
You didn't shag the bus. I think I talked about this. You guys wouldn't shag the bus in winter?
Huh?
Grab
No,
on,
I
grab onto the
walked.
grab onto the bumper and let it drag you on the snowy streets. Shagging.
I did that.
Fuck are we
That's
talking
called
about? Are
shagging.
you wearing a
Shagging.
snowboard?
I think it's skid.
No, you just fucking.
Skitching.
You got to get your new. What are tough?
We didn't grow up in Eastern Michigan.
Oh, hold on. I did it in a Jeep, in a maroon Jeep. I did that going down a pretty steep hill.
Nice.
Yeah.
And boy, it was a good time.
Isn't that fun? I mean, you ruin your jeans, but still, great time.
I've done it behind cars before, but behind the school bus?
Yeah.
No, never
It's a little.
never just hopped
it's
on the
it's
school
literally
bus.
dragging you. I
Yeah.
mean, you're holding on for dear life while everyone's in the back window that's just looking down at you. See if you're.
You know what
when
we
you're
did one
falling off.
time
Hold up
was
your jacket. Hold up your jacket. Trying to block all the windows.
we had a rope from somebody's trunk and we found an old construction barrel and we busted it up so that you got the bottom piece off and it was just this flat, slick piece of plastic. We got in a wet parking lot and you'd sit on that and you'd hold the rope and ride behind someone's car.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That was a good
Not
time.
dangerous at all.
No,
Nick also would put couches in the middle of roads and then see
Really?
if cars would run.
it
into
wasn't a couch. It was a what do you call them?
horse?
Yeah.
Recliner?
It was
No,
like
a
a
horse.
roadblock. We
A
found it on the
horse.
side of the road in one of the back roads in Plumboro where we grew up, and like the farm road. So we knew no one was coming.
You're going down Hankey Church Road, the darkest, scariest road in Plumboro,
And probably Pittsburgh.
in Pittsburgh. And what kids would do, not me, you would time yourself from one end of the road to the other end of the road.
There's
And see-
one way. There's a couple one
We
way.
just turn our lights off too and drive it.
A couple really tight turns.
And then you come around a fucking really tight turn, and Nick's got a fucking pommel horse sitting across the road. And you
We lit it on fire once, and
Blow through
someone
that
literally drove right into it, and we took off through the woods. It was great.
Call the fire department.
Is what's that thing? Whenever like the amount of years after.
yeah, we're good. We're good.
Statute of limitations.
Are you good for the fucking potential?
Yeah, I was like 15.
What I'm saying is you potentially killed somebody that night.
Nah,
Yep.
nah.
A pommel horse on fire.
You didn't think about those things when you.
A flaming.
We're scared the shit out of somebody.
Hey, speaking of, you just said on fire. Remember the California wildfires, Paradise, and everything that
Malibu.
happened up in Malibu? They found the one person that started those. There was one man who was responsible for that.
Fucking Chuck.
So he has a wasp's nest
My dog.
on his
Charlie.
on his property.
Oh, I know
And
what
he
he
says,
did.
"Hey, I'm gonna fill that hole, and then I'm gonna bang a metal rod down there,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna let that thing sit in there.
That's
That'll
what
really
she
f him
said.
up." All right, yes, metal rod. and so the brush that's around him is waist high. So he is banging on this wooden or this metal straight pipe. What's that called? What is that?
Stake.
Stake, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's boom, hits a spark, all around him, and he can't
Imagine
contain
freak
it.
out when
It's
that
over
happens.
a wasp,
my
over a wasp nest.
And he burnt down half of Calabasas County.
Half of California gets burnt because this guy was like, "Fuck these wasps."
Hey,
man. I'll
Isn't that
show
the
them."
fire that took one of the Kardashian houses?
Yeah,
Yes.
good for him.
Yeah, see, mine were always controlled burns.
Yeah.
Well, and also,
No, talking about this guy, I think we should expand on this human watching headline news after headline news.
What the fuck? God damn, what did I do?
do you think he's just sitting there fucking like
TV on.
nervous as fuck?
yeah.
He's gonna be nervous as fuck. They're gonna find out it's him.
That off! I
Can-
can't
can-
watch this shit. shit, they're after me.
Can you imagine NBC Nightly News doing the broadcast after they heard that guy was responsible?
We break in.
They're fucking live. Hold on, think of people live in the streets, like 2 feet away from the fire. They're like, this fire just took out 47 homes right back here, and that guy's watching like, no.
What did you do? What did you mean?
Hey, these wasps are a menace, though.
Oh yeah,
Still
If you
alive,
got
this
to take
guy?
out some casualties,
Is
get rid of
this-
the wasps.
yeah, he's fucking living in shame. What are you talking
Also, he's
about?
doing well now. Hey,
I thought
wildfires
he
are way down
potentially-
this year. The wildfires are way down this year because he burned everything last year. But
He comes out of the shower and the TV's on in the background. He stops to catch a glimpse of NBC Nightly News. What does he hear? What does he see?
And finally, this evening, we do have information about the wildfires that have engulfed the state of California. It seems like wasps. Several rogue wasps that were cohabitating.
because wasps do nothing good for the environment, right, Nick?
Nah, I
Yeah,
don't
no, they're
think
not
so.
like bees. They're just a
fucking
menace.
Create havoc.
Bro.
I just saw one with his head decapitated and his wings still fluttering, and he picked his head up and flew away on the internet. But I did see what I saw. So fuck the wasp.
When I lived on the farm, we had hogs, right? And we had this little barn for them, just for the hogs. I get on top, just fucking around as a kid. I get the ladder, get up on top of the roof, and I'm fucking around, gonna do Army Man or whatever by myself because I live fucking too far away to have any friends. So I get up there, big ass fucking wasp nest.
Uh-oh.
They're fucking everywhere and start coming at me, and I fucking kick the fucking ladder, and it falls, and I am stuck up there like getting killed by these wasps. I'm like, what am I gonna do? So I just ran and jumped. Plop, right in the mud. I'm like, I'm fucked up right now.
And finally, horrible news from Ludington, Indiana. A 9-year-old boy is suffering.
Army Man got in an actual war. Dude, I keep thinking of that fucking guy though, just watching the news every night.
boy.
Like,
What are you doing out there? Shut up! Shut up! I'm getting rid of these wasps. Be careful, Harry. Be careful. What the fuck? Harry! And I just got stung!
that poor guy, dude.
What do I do? The fuck you think you do?
That guy. Get the house. That guy's gonna live in shame forever.
Jesus.
Has he come out and talked?
No, but he just copped to it and said that was me. Yeah.
So what do you do? Send out a tweet? Like,
Oh, he finally felt so bad.
There's
send out
no
a
way.
fucking, like a letter to somebody?
Well,
That goes to my grave. No fucking
they
way.
have
fucking
they've
shit.
established ground zero of the latest wildfire that has happened.
Not a chance it gets
The
out.
poor bastard. Good morning. Fuck yourself. Get away from me.
He can't do anything the rest of his life.
Hi, Dad. Shut up. Did you see the news? I will ground you.
Oh my god,
No, he can't do anything.
dude, he can't. That guy can't do anything.
No.
You said you're taking that to the grave. You?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's
Kidding
no
me?
way I'm ever admitting
Yeah,
to
without a
that.
doubt.
Add him to the fucking list.
I don't understand what he was trying to accomplish. He buried the wasp nest and then was beating a metal
the
pole.
wasps, like
Sticks.
wasps make nests underground. Like I've
Nailed
seen-
it.
Okay?
Sometimes.
Yeah, wasps make. They can't mail.
That's a tough.
Let me
sometimes
try
the
it.
top
Wasps make nests underground.
Yes.
There you go.
I don't think I could do that.
Wasps make nests underground. Could you give me the country of origin?
California.
Okay. Harry, there's another wasp's nest.
Yeah, because the way we used to do it in my backyard, because like you'd be fucking mowing the grass and you go over a wasp nest. And it was
Yeah.
fucking
Hightail
just sprint
it
to the
out.
pole as
Yeah.
fast as you
Yep.
could because you were jumping in.
Yeah.
But we would just pour gasoline down there and then light that match on fire.
There you go.
So I assumed that was going to be what you said, but instead he's just driving a stake through their hearts.
What am I missing, by the way? Why are you just vampires? That a boy with the stakes to the hearts. Got it. The wasp vampires that started the fire.
The Tour Junkies are made up of two golf-loving guys out of Augusta, Georgia, who love to gamble on the PGA Tour.
Nice.
Who doesn't? The Tour Junkies have a weekly show on DraftKings, SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio, and tons of free articles on TourJunkies.com. As you know, we're in the middle of the PGA Tour season, and it's U.S. Open week from Pebble Beach.
Hell yeah.
If you love golf and you love gambling, then you'll love getting free weekly content and betting advice from the Tour Junkies.
I do love all those things.
Yes, the Tour Junkies put out a podcast every week previewing the upcoming PGA Tour event in terms of the course breakdown, key stats of playing well, who they like, who they don't like, and hot topics on the tour.
Hey, Tony, that's Pebble Beach this week. Don't
I
forget.
know what it is.
Don't
That's
forget.
Everything you need.
Let me tell you what listeners in 2019 got. They've won over 1 million so far
What?
in DFS.
Jesus.
And the
Look at
boys
these guys.
betting highlights so far in 2019 include hitting 2 first-round leader bets at 100 to 1.
Nice.
And now 4 outright winners at 40 to 1 or higher after hitting Kevin Na at 55 to 1 at the Colonial.
Nice
Atta boy.
pick.
The Tour Junkies podcast doesn't just consist of tournament previews. The Tour Junkies have interviewed dozens of PGA Tour players, caddies, and golf personalities since they started almost 4 years ago. Go to tourjunkies.com/Heartland, enter your name and email, and enter to win a brand new custom tailor-made driver.
Nice.
That's what I got.
Love it.
That's what I got.
You need that distance. That's tourjunkies.com/Heartland. Enter your name and email and check out their podcast to hear your name called for the tailor-made driver. The Tour Junkies podcast can be found on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, Stitcher, and wherever else you listen to podcasts.
And why are you getting tweeted every single picture of a lawnmower right now?
Oh, dude,
Oh yeah,
it's fresh cut grass.
Yeah, I'm a big fresh cut grass guy. I said that in the office the other day. I was like, you know what? We used to have a big backyard. I'd get on the rider and just pound that out a couple hours.
Nice fucking Z-turn.
Yeah, exactly. John Deere's big in Iowa too, so I don't know. It's like a good gimmick to have. It really is.
I got $50 knocked off my rent per month for mowing
Hey,
my
the-
own lawn.
I enjoy mowing the grass.
And I do
I'm
like
a rider.
seeing a fresh cut grass.
Oh,
Hey,
I do.
the Gap, I swear on everything holy, the Gap, my sister used it for years, and I would steal it. A spray-on cologne, fresh cut grass.
really?
Yeah.
I mean, I probably wouldn't wear that, but
No, I'm telling you. It smelled like heaven.
It was good?
Yeah, it was great. Fresh cut grass.
My dad used to make me cut the grass, and I would cut it like a baseball outfield.
Yeah.
I would like
boy.
raise and
Oh,
low,
yeah.
and he
Oh, yeah.
would get so pissed. What the fuck are you doing? Just cut it normal.
strip the goddamn thing.
Come on. You go opposite of what you did last time? Like, yeah, Dad, I fucking did. Good.
Can I say a stat here?
Yeah.
Good for Zito here. Matt Nagy has revealed that the Bears kickers were 0 for 3 today at practice. They all attempted a 42-yard field goal from the right hash.
Again.
Jesus
They're
Christ.
just
Again with
fucking
the
drilling
misses.
in their fucking heads, dude.
I don't know.
How's that feel,
good.
Zeke?
It's not good, guys. It's not
Pretty
good.
important part of the team.
Tough for the Bears, though. Bad for the brand, too.
Yeah.
Not good for the brand.
It is, but you can't have everyone be fucking perfect, or then the brand would be like, oh, yeah, that's just what they do.
Yeah, you're 100% right. They'll start making rules harder. They'll make a 33-yard extra point if everybody gets too good. They'll start making everything harder.
Because then the great ones in the brand wouldn't stand out, and they couldn't be highlighted.
I agree completely, man. There's about 14 really, really good kickers and punters in the league.
Come on.
14?
Yeah.
In each position?
In each position. There's like 3 probably like elite guys, and then there's probably like 11 good guys that are like good.
And then the rest all kick for the Bears.
The Bears and the Bucks.
And then the other ones are all kind of like, they're just kind of like a cycle around. Just see if anybody can get hot. Maybe sneak into the top 14 there. And if not, you're going to get fired in a year anyway. So just keep it moving. Move your family 10 times. You'll be on 45 different teams. Wow. And those guys somehow have a lot of street cred because they've been in the league for 14 years on 17 different teams. But
You could see Pagano going in Nagy's office. Hey, Asia, you got some problems. I got some answers for you. I mean, down there in Indianapolis.
if you could just get them off the weed. Listen, that's the only thing that's really going to hold you back.
Hey, Toto.
Yeah, buddy.
I got a birthday party on Saturday I want to chirp about.
All right.
This is gonna
Ursay's.
suck. Oh.
Ursay's. What were you saying?
I honestly thought it was going to suck.
It's
but
about
then-
not to. I have a feeling.
Yeah, and then it's all changing right
Yeah.
there immediately. As soon as-
Ursay's 60th birthday party.
The
only
60th
60?
birthday of a guy who has $1 billion.
Many billions.
These
yes.
parties must be incredible.
So,
Fucking Richie Rich.
Thursday is his birthday. If you see him out there on the social media front, wish him a happy birthday. But Saturday is the party. So I'm telling you this because I, of course, want to know what's going on. What's the entertainment? What are we eating? What time? You know, I'm asking all the questions to the right people that happen to be related to the old man.
Right.
They give me nothing. They said the top. She said the top-notch comedian that you could think of will be at this party.
Fuck.
And I said, any musical acts there?
Is that Kevin Hart right now?
And they said,
Fucking Andrew Dice Clay, maybe.
I said, Andrew Dice Clay.
Bada bing.
It's either Kevin Hart or Andrew Dice.
Yeah, one of the two.
And then I said, musical acts. And they said, yeah. And I said, just give me a hint. No, I'm not telling you anything. It's huge.
Fucking Bruno Mars.
It's huge. I said, how
Paul
big?
McCartney.
Paul.
who?
That's
Sir
what
Paul.
I was saying. That's what I was
He
saying.
would
No
love
comment
it.
on Paul McCartney.
He would love it.
But also Neil Young. I know Neil Young's not as big as McCartney, but
excited to
it's
hear the
something
stories
big
about
is
this.
brewing.
So the comedian is Joe Rogan or Kevin Hart?
I'm guessing. I think the comedian Seinfeld. I do.
That would be more up his
Yeah,
alley.
I do. I think they're.
Didn't even think about
Yeah,
Seinfeld.
I think it's going to be
That's the big
Seinfeld.
idea.
Don't quote me on this
I
because I
guarantee
can
it
I
is.
can
Who the
share
fuck
it.
was
I
that?
can share it.
Zito.
I mean, he's 60, so Seinfeld, in his eyes,
yeah.
would be the biggest
I can
possible.
share on next week what
Fucking
happens.
Seinfeld is the biggest.
Yeah, yeah.
Seinfeld's in a league of his own.
Right,
Yeah.
but he's probably not going to consider Bill Burr and those types, I wouldn't think. I don't know what his comedy tastes are, but
I think Bill Burr would even say that he's not the largest comedian out there, although he might be the best. I don't
Yeah.
think he's the
Well said.
largest. You know what I mean? I think he would.
yeah, not gross salary, but
No, yeah, that's what I'm
he's
saying.
definitely in the top 3 of most people's.
You got a
top
plus
3.
one?
Not most people, I don't think. I think you're in the comedy world, so I
Yes.
think that's kind of delusioning your thoughts a little bit. Tim McAfee probably has no idea who the fuck Bill Burr is, but he knows who
He should.
He should. He would love him. But I'm saying in the real world, I would assume.
I'm
that-
just of the my friends that aren't in the industry at all. Like if you ask them, it's him and Joe Rogan, and I mean, so maybe that's a 40s-year-old thing. I don't know.
I don't know. I think Bill Burr would even say that he's not a societal like Jon Stewart. By the way, there's another massive stand-up
Good
comedian.
for him today, by the way.
Hey,
Yeah.
he went to
That was
war today.
incredible.
That was awesome.
That was incredible.
Awesome, man. That was absolutely awesome.
Stepping up,
I
yep.
wish he was back more often in our lives.
What is incredible speaker. Incredible.
Comedic as fuck too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who whenever not by ability.
Well, judge it by like Sirius XM Play because and Pandora Play those things because they know they're like these are the people.
Yeah, but
that
not even
are
that. Like
most
popular
listened to.
no, I'm not even. I'm talking-
recognizability.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like Seinfeld is in a world
Yeah.
of his own. Kevin Hart has become the massive name. Joe Rogan, another massive name. And I would assume that
What does Rogan make a year? Oh, I'm guesstimate.
Quite a
they're saying he's going to be a billionaire.
Yeah.
People are saying Joe Rogan's going to be a billionaire because he owns all the products that he markets on his thing, and he owns everything else. And he's an animal. He's absolutely
Yeah.
sells
He
out theaters.
probably has a piece of the UFC, right?
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
I don't know, but he sells out theaters like 3 times a night. That's
Yeah.
a lot of fucking money too.
And his podcast is just a fucking
Yeah,
cash
alone
cow.
from his podcast, I'd say he's
What
a
about
multi-millionaire.
his YouTube too.
Yeah.
Huge.
But you got to remember his
for
podcast.
him.
Most of the shit he's advertising, he owns too. So it's like
Yeah, that's true.
Good move.
he's fucking
Yeah.
owning.
Was he one of the pioneers of podcasts? I mean, meaning when it started and they become accessible, was he one of the first ones in the door?
Norm McDonald's
the first ones
but
to get
yeah.
big, right?
Was Norm
Adam
Macdonald?
Carolla.
Oh yeah, Adam
Yeah,
Carolla.
yeah, that's who I meant.
Mark
Yeah.
Maron, I think, started the
Thanks,
very first one.
Is that right?
Did you hear his story? He was like, he had that radio show, and then he got fired, and they kind of forgot that he was fired, so he had still access to the building all the time, and nobody would tell him to leave. So he would get his buddy, and they would go up there and start recording stuff on microphones, and they were like, we should start putting this out for people. And then people were like,
Tom
we
Green,
like this.
Joe Rogan the other day. That's incredible, by the way. That he
Yeah.
was doing that. Tom Green, I guess, was a big inspiration to Joe Rogan.
Yeah, because he's internet show.
Yeah, because he had an internet
Mm-hmm.
show. There's actually a clip of Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan posted, I think. It's a clip of him on Tom Green's show. And all Joe Rogan said for the entire 45-second clip was how fucking awesome this was, that he just completely cut out the middleman and was just doing his own show on the internet. And Joe said that was kind of the reason that led into what he's doing now, which
That
so I
clip
think
is awesome.
He probably owes Tom Green, like 152 million.
Tom probably needs it too.
Yikes. I think Tom still tours. I think he's got a cult.
Yeah.
He was on Big Brother. I saw that last I heard of Tommy Green.
Yeah, I mean, if
Still
you're doing
sells
Celebrity
well.
Big Brother,
I missed the Tom Green show.
Yeah, that was
Fucking
awesome.
Glenn Humplick just sitting there in the back laughing.
Just take it.
Hey, Todd, didn't you have a fun night with Tom Green?
Yeah, I partied hard with Tom Green one night.
You said he was like super nice guy though, like incredibly awesome.
Yeah, everybody would love him. He's like, well, he's Canadian, so he's like the nicest guy in the
Would
world.
cheer if
Canadian
somebody
style.
said
Yeah.
Did you guys all see Freddie Got Fingered? His
Oh, yeah.
movie?
Still up on a
What
rope.
a just batshit crazy, hilarious movie to just make and put out there.
When he does a comedy show, the crowd continuously yells out quotes from Freddie Got Fingered throughout his entire. He has to
that's gotta be
stop,
annoying.
and he'll go, "All right, we're going to do that at the end. Just wait, I promise. I'll do them all at the end. I got a whole thing where I do it at the end."
2
He
minutes
has to do it
later.
like 20 times, and then he just runs through this one bit where it's just strung together all these Freddie Got Fingered quotes. and they go fucking nuts. And that movie hasn't been out in a
Long
time.
It's
Yeah.
one of those cult classics.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Those are the ones that make a lot of money. Those are the ones that really do.
Hey, they really do.
Robin Williams. They said Patch Adams was a cult classic. I didn't know the critics hated Patch Adams.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen
Who
it,
said
to be
that
honest.
was a cult classic?
I did.
Oh. I thought you just said critics did. I was
No,
like,
no.
yeah.
Critics said it was terrible.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But it
gotcha.
had I was watching Robin Williams behind the scenes or whatever, and they talked about how his failure on the screen is basically the reason what drove him into everything. He even checked into rehab one time after another thing failed because he was scared he was going to potentially get back into it. But they said Patch Adams, the critics just buried it, and and they're like, but fans loved it. So I was like,
I liked it.
I loved it.
I feel like most of those cult classic style movies are just movies that you have to watch 2 or 3 times to
Yeah.
appreciate everything that's going on.
Semi-pro.
And Diggs, I agree. Mrs. Doubtfire is a classic.
Incredible.
I mean,
Incredible.
watch him
for
work,
sure.
man. Oof.
Yeah, he has a bunch of incredible movies, and then I guess there's
Flubber?
There's like
Don't even get me started.
then there's like 5 or 6 movies I guess that just did not do well at all that I didn't even know happened.
You'll have
Yeah,
that.
like that one where he's driving the RV across the country to
Yeah,
his
that was bad.
family.
It
was
like
called RV, yeah.
He took a bunch of bad scripts, I think.
Jumanji was good.
Hook.
Hook was great.
Oh man.
Aladdin.
Hey, let's not even talk about that one where he's in that school and he's talking.
Dead Poet Society.
Oh, yeah. What was that one where he plays a bad guy, though? Wasn't it Photograph Booth or something?
Yeah,
1
that was-
hour photo.
1 hour
That was
photo?
weird.
Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah, we
obviously.
just left it out because everyone knows.
Goodwill Hunting, yeah. But I bet he didn't make any money on that
Kidding,
one, right? That had $1 million budget, I think.
Sorry, Zito.
He won an Oscar for it, though. I would imagine. I would imagine, like after. I mean, because that same thing, didn't make a bunch of money.
So
at the
unless he
box
signed on
office,
for
but-
like royalties or something.
yeah, which I think those guys did.
probably.
His story is such an interesting one though.
Yeah.
What an electric figure. He would have crushed on the internet.
Yeah.
Crushed.
His
on
stand up is so good too.
Zito fucking muted Dick.
You fucked on me.
What you mute him for, man?
Oh, he's talking shit.
I have a question. Why don't you use that mute a little bit more often? There was a guy that came in here from Louisville who just completely talked shit right to your face, and you just
Oh
turned
no,
up.
you tried to.
Yeah, you turned
I
up his
figure
microphone.
it was like Mr. Burns in The Simpsons where he's about to press the button to like let the guy fall in. I was about to press it like just like that.
Let him die.
Press the what?
The button.
The button.
Should have muted him right there.
Hey, what do we think about that security cam footage of what everybody said looked like Dobby from Harry Potter walking out of that lady's house in the middle of the night?
know what happened.
Real? All right.
Investigated this. Seriously,
You're
I did.
muted there.
I did.
Zito mute.
Here's what it is.
Difference.
Here's what it is.
No, I mean, he's
can tell
got
you
these
what it
headphones
is.
on. I can't hear.
It's a fucking rogue puppeteer.
What?
And that
Fucking marionette.
Yeah, and that puppeteer is on the roof there, okay, right up on the roof, and he's doing the dance with the thing, and the little thing's going, and you can kind of see the fish wire there. Case closed. It's a hoax.
I think it's a chupacabra.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree
So
with
you
that.
don't think it's really Dobby?
No, I don't.
I've never seen that movie, so I have no idea.
I didn't know what it was either. Everyone's tweeting me, "Oh, it's Dobby." What the fuck is
You never seen Harry Potter?
No.
Oh, wow.
Yo, where's it, Harry?
Me neither, man. But I respected how intuitive you were about him doubting it was Tom.
Hey,
It's obviously fake. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, you see the shadow open with the door even. I mean, something. Hey, let's get over it. What are we doing? That thing got 1 billion views, too.
Billy.
It did.
I'm like, come on, we're better than this internet.
I
We are
know.
better than this. What's up? What are you doing?
the video that was shown a couple of days ago of the rescue of a 74-year-old woman who broke her foot up in the hills, and then the helicopter came in, and that thing was whipping. And Pat, all I could think of is like anybody in the room is like, just put yourself in that position, and it's your mother. You know what I mean? It's
Oh,
like it's your mom, and you're like,
that'd
thank
be
God,
bad.
thank God she's okay. Now
Don't
they're
make us
gonna
think like that.
now they're gonna lift off, and what the fuck? I mean, it's like, what in the hell?
See, I would rather think it's like a friend of mine, not my mom, because I think my mom might be too emotionally invested.
Yeah, but 74-year-old woman is what I'm saying. It's
Yeah,
like
it's tough.
I mean,
but if it was Nick on there, and I'm fucking
you'd
up
be
in the
dying.
helicopter,
You'd be dying.
I'm like, Nick, we got you, bud.
Oh, you love it, huh?
We missed you, man. Just fucking strap yourself in. We'll get you out of here.
I gave a few
Bubba.
moms a ride like that before.
Apparently, all the fucking capillaries burst in her face
My
from fucking
God.
blood rushing to her
Oh
head.
yeah, the centrifugal force. I mean, it's like,
Do you want to go faster?
She was in like a fucking NASA simulator, like pulling like 30 Gs.
Apparently, I read an article.
It didn't stop. It didn't
No.
touch. Like you go back down slowly, let that thing stop on the ground. Right? Like it's a microphone
I
cable.
know.
You just kind of hold it up and
you
it'll
just
spin itself out.
I'm tasting my
it's
own
like-
shit.
But it was
Just fucking leave it.
Yeah, hey,
it was like a yo-yo. It was like a yo-yo. When it got
Yeah,
fucking-
that,
It was probably the wife of that fucking wasp hunter. Let it spin. Been listening to her for the last year every day.
What are you gonna do? Set California on fire again?
Bro, that was so sad, man. I was so scared.
Apparently, the husband got to the hospital and was like, "What the fuck happened?" Like she didn't look like this when I left her.
I say, look at the internet, man.
Oh my
How does
God.
that happen? Is that just like amateurs in the chopper there? Like, is that
And then
just
they had a press conference afterwards. I don't know if you saw it. Well, what we normally do, the procedure consists of, and boy, that wind got kicking up. Yeah, it formed the suction vacuum that, and we really feel bad for her in her face.
I thought normally, don't they have somebody like holding it? Like normally there's like somebody
Oh,
like
that guy burned his hand for sure.
burned his
Yeah, for
Fucking
sure.
Roper.
You would think there would be something that would keep it.
Yeah,
from
anything.
doing
They
that,
said
but-
one of those wasn't hooked up. That was one of the,
I forgot
the
to hook one of
stabilizer.
those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the stabilizer. But how about her? She's
Larry,
like,
where's the stabilizer?
thank goodness I'm out of harm's way.
I couldn't even imagine.
This is going to be scary, but I'll be okay. We're lifting off
gonna
now.
be hanging off the bottom of the helicopter. Just enjoy it.
Oh my
Just
God!
enjoy it.
They've hooked me to the propeller. She's hitting that on. She's hitting that fucking necklace. The help
Oh,
me.
it's fucking life alert.
Fucking life alerts calling the helicopter.
Yeah, no, they're talking. No, we see you. We can't do anything. No,
Could they have
you're
not-
80 feet up in
Bro,
the air.
could they have not? It looked like they were almost
No.
thinking about going down and like stopping.
They were
Try to
dropping
roll down.
change out of the fucking helicopter to see like if it after it hit her, like how
I'd
far
have
it would
fucking
fucking
died.
go.
Bro, that thing would have fucking sawed a tree.
That'd have been a 12-foot fucking hole in the war in the earth. Drilling right through springing oil. What the fuck?
Honestly, the best part too, how the way it
that a
just flies
wasp?
away. It just gets out of there.
What's that?
It just flies away like there's no problem.
Yeah, and the fucking whoever was on camera was like, "God, we gotta stop enough." Because imagine if they've seen it. It probably looked like fucking Batman when he was going over the bridge with that thing, and it was like dropping it off into space.
Oh my God!
Hey, by the way, people are saying that I don't like to do this all the time. I don't like to do this a lot, but I think the show's wrapping up. I believe if I'm reading the room accurately, and I would like to get this in. They're saying that aliens are living inside the moon. So
Who's they?
Oh,
Who's they? Who is
He
they?
got a tweet.
Oh,
Somebody
he
came
got a
right
tweet?
at him. Dude.
somebody tweeted me telling me that they
But
had no
it looked
check
like
mark.
somebody that knows.
They had 9 followers.
What, living inside the moon?
Yeah, there's people.
Oh, for fuck's sake. There's so much cheese inside there. There's no chance you can survive.
Gorman, I just want you to know you're kind of new here. This is what I've been saying about space the entire time. Everybody takes a look with their little telescope and their monoscopes and sees the outside of these fucking things.
You're looking on, but not in.
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
Bingo.
You're looking on, but you ain't looking in.
Well, I was thinking of bingo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, because he said something that was accurate.
We'll try it
There you
again.
go.
Wanna try it again?
We missed it. We missed
Try it
Let's
again.
go 3.
God damn it!
They're looking in. They're not looking on.
No. The complete opposite of that, actually.
They're looking. They're looking on. They ain't looking in, Pat.
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
Power of editing.
I'm happy we got through that. There. But they're saying that people are, or not people, aliens are in there. And when that happens, I would like to be promoted of
Space Force.
Chief of Space.
CSO.
What are we talking right
Chief
here?
Space
Chief Space Officer, yep.
that.
Yeah, I would like to be
I like
CSO of the United States.
Are we
'cause-
talking garage door opener?
I don't know.
No.
No, I think it's like in Santa Claus. You know how they hit that thing and the thing pops up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
gonna think it was like in the movies where your helicopter, where like a hole opens up and you just fly down.
Yeah, that's. He just muted you. You did not deserve that because you were actually making a lot of sense there. But in downsizing, they live inside there during a portion of it where they just cut out an entire part of the script and they get to that part and they go inside. And that was when
maybe
that's
that
when
was the aliens.
Well, that's when it solidified for me. Like, yep, that's definitely what they're doing. They're just living inside of Earth. That's why Elon Musk or inside their planet. That's why Elon Musk is so good at tunnels. I mean, it's just all coming together. Literally, all things are pointing to us solving all the world's problems. We want to stop fucking up the ozone. Let's stop sending rocket ships through them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There you
Just
go.
puncturing
That-
holes.
Poking holes in it.
You live inside, so you don't have to deal with the elements outside.
That's what we've been saying this whole time. Good shit.
Yikes.
I mean, it works.
Yeah, that was a cue.
I like that, and I like the way you
Trying
read.
to get up all in that pussy.
Gorman. Hey, Gorman.
no,
my God. Oh my! That is the most offensive thing I've ever heard in my life.
I can't find pussy anywhere.
That was No, I'm not. That was an imitation of someone that we all know that I did an imitation of something that he had said to me.
What was the imitation?
I didn't know who that was.
Okay,
What was the
well,
imitation?
that's all I'm saying. And you and I are going to have a long talk after this. I got news for you, Z.
Hold on, I've never heard the other person say it, but I clearly just heard Jeffrey Gorman say
Oh
it.
yeah.
Oh, I heard that,
Oh
quote,
yeah.
unquote.
That was definitely yo.
The ball's on you, Gorms.
You're raking me over to. Harry, there's another wasp. Let it go!
Fucking poor guy. Yeah.
Hey, I brought a fact or fiction about a movie that we all have seen, including Pat, and we all love. Oh, well, Foxy probably hasn't seen it.
What's
but
the
everybody
name?
else has seen it. It's about the movie Tag.
Oh, yeah.
Tag.
Yeah.
Good movie.
I know.
Great movie.
Lying.
Go for it.
Why you always lying?
Movie fact or fiction. So Ty, you have to go last.
Stop your fucking lying.
Because you're an influencer.
Is John Hamm's hug over?
Oh, fucking Hamaconda.
Okay, here we go. In the movie Tag, starring Ed Helms, John Hamm, Hannibal Buress, Jake Johnson, and Jeremy Renner, Renner broke both his arms performing a stunt on the third day of shooting, so he had to wear a cast on each arm for the rest of filming. So they actually had to digitally replace his arms in the remainder of the scenes, which was most of Renner's scenes. In this piece of movie trivia, fact or fiction?
Fiction. Renner doesn't break bones. So
Okay. We got one fiction.
Game of tag. Gonna need the arms. This sounds like a bunch of Todd McComas internet bullshit. I'm going with fiction.
he did fall off the roof in one of his.
I would like it to be known, though, for new listeners of this show, I very rarely get this right. I think I have a streak of like 10 straight wrong somehow. I'm saying fiction.
Okay, we have two fictions. Nick?
I want to say fiction. Marvel would have castrated him, I feel like, or whoever was in charge of that
Oh,
movie.
Nick's thinking
Okay.
macro.
Yeah.
You're thinking big business? All right,
Yeah.
where your brain's at. All right, that's three
Walt's
fiction.
not letting him do his own stunts.
Gorms?
I never saw the movie. Sorry. I never
good
did.
movie.
Never
Well,
saw it.
Just think about it.
Let's just say he was in the
I
movie
know, I'm in it.
less than the other main actors, but a lot. And if they digitally, remade his
Yeah,
arms,
I'm
that would be a major feat.
I'm calling horseshit on that.
I
do
don't
your own
like
stunts?
this. I don't like this.
I don't either.
Gorms, did you do your own stunts?
Of course. Come on.
They didn't have a budget for stuntmen
mean, you
at
saw
the
me-
Sci-Fi Channel.
You saw me swimming. You saw me on the submarine. That's me. That's what I do.
Just
Zito.
on a submarine as a stunt? Just being on a submarine?
Underwater, Patrick. Underwater.
The submarine or you?
Well, a little bit of both.
Scariest
I mean,
place on earth, by the way.
The submarine?
If I was in a submarine 100 yards under the ocean, I'm freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would
me
be
too.
freaky.
Got to be claustrophobic and potential.
What if the submarine starts spiraling like that woman on the helicopter? Underwater?
Everybody just throwing up everywhere.
I
Zito,
don't
what do you
like
say?
that this is all fiction, though.
I'm gonna go fact.
Oh,
Thank
we got
you.
One fact. One fact from Zito. Okay. Foxy?
I have not seen the movie, but as a video editor, that seems like a lot of work, so I'm going to go with the room and say fiction.
Okay. We have five fictions, one fact. What say you, Ty, movie expert?
I think it's fact. I'm pretty sure I read this.
Oh, we have two facts. Damn it. Five fictions.
Hold on.
Okay.
are you flipping?
Can't flip now.
You know, I've been on a bit of a cold streak.
He's flipping. He's flipping. He's flipping.
Hey,
And
it's not closed yet. So.
Yeah, I think even though Ty has read what
Believes.
seems to be every
Believes he read.
script that has ever happened
That's
and
a true thing.
follows the movie business so closely and all the bullshit that happens out of it, that scares me a lot. But I'm gonna stick with the boys. I'm gonna stay with fiction just because if I was to get my first win in 11 tries by flipping my answer, it's gonna fuck me for the rest of the time. I'm gonna think about it, overthink about it. So I'm just gonna stick with conviction here, and I think stack up another L.
Okay, we have 2 facts and 5 fictions. This piece of movie trivia is indeed fact.
Wow, suck it.
Complete fact. Unbelievable. When I found this, I was like, no fucking way this is real. I had to check multiple sources. They digitally put in, like, because he could move his arms, right? But he had, like, casts on both of them. And they just did away with that. And somebody else has, like, recreated his arms.
That's incredible. We're trying to figure out if we can get graphics. We're trying to figure out whether we can get graphics to pop up on a screen during a live show. And these motherfuckers are just eliminating casts on both hands in a game of tag. That's incredible. People are so talented.
I remember reading it before the movie and then forgot when I saw the movie. Like you can't tell
No, you
at
can't
all.
tell at all.
It looks 1,000%
Can you imagine
real.
if Zito was in charge of editing his new arms into the movie?
Bro, Hawkeye? This is Hawkeye? Need your arms for that, too?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is weird how like he's not in that movie a lot. So that's the only reason why I thought it'd be a fact.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, is that why?
Zito.
But he had
He
some
did it
major
after it was
scenes.
written.
Just so we can clear the air here.
I was right.
You said fact strictly because everybody else was saying fiction.
Hey, just because
Smoke a cigar.
hey, who knew my mic?
Smoke a cigar.
Don't worry about it.
God, you're so good at reading that shit.
Dude, that was an incredible story. And then I watched, they put out one trailer somebody found, an actual trailer for the movie where it shows, like, forgot to do one arm for the trailer thing. So he's got his cast on one arm that's back here. And I'm like, oh, my God.
It's like a Starbucks cup.
Yes, yes.
Yep.
So, by the way, there's a lot of drama about who left Starbucks cup out there.
Is there?
Sophie's
John
throwing
now.
some people under her bus. 2 people she's throwing under her
Sophie
bus.
wouldn't do that.
Really?
Sophie threw 2 people under her bus. First she said it was the girl, and then she was like, it's Don. It's the guy that was right next to her.
Jon Snow.
Juan Snow.
No.
It was him. He's forgetful and plays those games.
That's why he's in rehab.
Yeah, yeah.
Couldn't get
That
past
coffee
it.
cup was filled with some booze.
Fucked the whole thing.
But she also
Irish coffee.
She was also responsible for getting Joe Bros back together. So let's not.
Hey,
That is true.
banger after
is
banger
true.
after banger from the Joe Bros. I wasn't a Joe Bros fan back in the day whenever they were wearing his purity rings and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
boys, get over it. Correct. You know what I mean? Boys, let's get over it. Let's move on to real superstardom here.
Yeah.
They've done that now.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
And boy, Cool is a. We listened to it in a car today.
Oh yeah.
Banger.
Cool's a cuke.
The dude sings weird though. The
Which
little
one?
youngest one.
Joe?
He
No, he's
sings
not the youngest one. Nick.
Nick. He
Yep.
sings good, but he makes those John Mayer faces while he sings. It's like a really like he's.
He's trying to.
That's the passion. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, who
Is it
married
though?
Chopra?
That's
Joe.
the youngest one. No,
Oh.
Joe is Sophie.
Okay.
Nick, the youngest one did.
The youngest one married.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know her name, but Chopra.
Yeah.
She's a lot older than him.
What's her name? Priya.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's about somebody's wife.
Yeah, bro.
It's fucked up, dude.
Unbelievable, bro. Do you know anything about the laws of Torah?
No, I clearing my throat, bro.
I want to let you know I learned a lot about a little celebration called Shavuot, which the Jewish people were celebrating this past weekend, where they had to live Amish for the weekend.
Oh, that's nice.
That's right.
Cool. They make pies.
It's called Shavuot. I don't know if they make pie or
Any wicker chairs?
Yeah,
No?
I'm not sure if they used any of that.
Turn into butter.
I know that I couldn't talk to any of my agents because way back in the day, the Jewish people, were the only country to decide to climb to the top of the Mount Sinai volcano.
Get the tablets.
Torah,
Yeah.
the Torah, the 2 rocks, which have the 10 Commandments.
All the rules on them.
They were the chosen people by God to go up to the top of a volcano in Saudi Arabia and get the rules of the world. And now they celebrate Shavuot. That happened this past weekend.
How many
So,
guys or ladies went up there and got those?
Just one
tablets?
guy. His name was Moses.
Okay, he went up there and got
of
it.
him?
Ever heard of Moses?
Oh yeah, I had the boat. Sure.
I'm not sure
Nope.
if it was
Nah,
Moses.
it was Moses.
It was. Look at me.
Part of the Red Sea, led the Israelites out of, you know.
Yeah, you get it.
And he walked up the top of a volcano because God whispered in his ear and told him to go up there. He made this offer to everybody else. I think he told everybody else to go to like fucking Pompeii, though. It's kind of fucked up. The Swedes are just walking up. We're going to go get these rules from
How
God.
pissed do you think everyone was? we just walked all this damn way, and this guy's got to stop and take a detour, walk up this mountain. We got to wait for him. What the fuck,
And
man?
then he gets up there, there's 2 rocks.
Oh, now he's got all these rules.
What if he was up there like chiseling some in himself, like in between the lines because they were double spaced?
What if God only gave 8?
You get 1 sleep with thy neighbor's wife.
So if you look at the 10 Commandments, by the way, I learned this going into Shavuot weekend, the Torah. The first 5 rules are between you and God. So they're all like, I am your God, there is no other God, the whole thing. The first
Shall not worship false idols.
Yeah, the first 5 are between you and God, and then the other rock, which were the other 5, are amongst yourselves. So God wrote one rock like, hey, this is for you and me, and then this rock is for all you fuckboys down here. No stealing, no murdering, no fucking each other's wives, that whole thing. And then that became the rules, the 10 Commandments.
That's nice.
And that was Shavuot. Happy Shavuot to Shabbat Shavuot to all our Jewish listeners.
Yeah, Shabbat Shavuot.
I cannot wait until I do my stand-up special called Finding My God. I cannot wait.
That's a great name too.
I know. I can't
Great
wait for it.
title.
I've been preparing for this for a long time, just doing massive amounts of research into every religion just to see which one makes sense to me.
Oh, I like that a lot. That would crush.
I'll reveal in the 59th minute which God's my God. Stick around. Wait for it. Wait for it. I think it's going to be the sun, by the way.
Dude,
the
if
sun.
you
Oh, Ra, the sun god.
No, I think
Apollo?
I think just the sun. is
The
gonna
sun
be
itself.
I think the sun is going to be the winner. That seems to be the one that all the other religions have in common.
What if the sun is the god? Because
important.
everything is controlled by the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and normally you got little apostles and shit like that, but if you look at them as constellations, if you look at the constellations that are around the sun that come out whenever the sun goes away as the 12 whatchamacallits, it really starts peaking there.
So are there multiple gods because there are multiple suns?
Well, no, each religion basically, if you substitute out each religion's god and just put the sun in there, like the actual sun, it makes a lot more sense. It all makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
And just view it as a human. Okay. Yeah. It blew my mind. I took a lot of vitamins, watched the documentary.
That's there's other suns.
What's
Well,
that,
maybe
Bob?
they're
There are
God.
other suns.
Maybe they're the god of
Supernova.
each galaxy.
Excuse me?
There's not just one sun.
What are you talking about?
Every single star is a sun.
Yeah, they all have suns. We got a big one though.
What?
Every single
Every
star
galaxy
in the
has
sky.
a
ton of suns
no.
up there.
Every single star in the sky is a sun.
On Orion's belt.
The sun is a star. That doesn't mean every star is the sun.
Pretty much.
No, a square is not a rectangle. A rectangle is a square, though.
Exactly.
That's a great point.
Have we been able to see one of them
That
close
might have
enough?
It's the other way around. But
That documentary freaks
Yeah,
me out.
there's a bunch of different kinds. There's red giants. There's fucking
Supernova.
Supernovas when
yeah.
it blows
Those are all
up.
stars, right?
Dwarf suns.
Minimal
yeah,
nova.
the sun is a star.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I don't.
Yeah,
I don't think every
all
star is a
suns are
sun.
stars,
This
but
is our
some stars are
simpleton
suns.
explanation of it all. If it is a god,
Go, Todd.
right? We don't really understand what they are or what's going on. So
It's a ball of gas.
You
Yeah.
watch Smallfoot?
I would never.
More of a
The
Bigfoot guy.
the
Movie?
story looks very dumb for that Bigfoot, Smallfoot.
Oh, it's religion.
I
That
don't like
Smallfoot
it.
thing is just about religion. That's all it
Well,
is.
don't they
like a
call
rip-
Bigfoot some dumb name?
Sasquatch.
No.
Yeti.
Yeti?
Yeah, they call the human Smallfoot, which is an interesting
thinking
way
of
to
a
look at it.
okay.
And it's a Bigfoot community that has a Smallfoot invade it. You know what I mean?
Oh, I think there's a new Bigfoot.
It's a
movie
good
coming out.
movie. The sun is
sounds
the
pretty
god,
good.
though. And every single morning they have to hit a gong, and then the sun will come up. If you don't hit the gong, the god will not come. And it's just the sun.
I don't hate
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Oh, like a rooster.
We buying that? What's the weather look like? Hit the gong.
Yeah, and then
What's the weather like? Don't hit the gong
Hey,
today.
you must have did something wrong, by the way, if the sun doesn't come out.
Mm-hmm.
You must have done something wrong. Think about the people in Alaska where it's like 24 hours of straight darkness.
for 5 months a year.
Who's fucking up?
I like how we're all like, oh, there's no fucking way. Like, what's in the Bible is less believable
I don't know.
or
I don't
more
know.
believable.
I don't know if any of us said there's no fucking way.
I think everybody has questions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not the people that are teaching me on Shabbat Shalom and Shavuot and stuff. They have no questions.
I'll go all day on that damn boat and those two animals apiece. Well, we've done it before, but I'll go on that.
What's that?
Yeah, we've been there.
Oh, come on.
Noah's? Don't you
No, I'm
ever
not.
slander
No,
Noah.
I'm not slaying, but all I'm saying is if we get Panthers on there, guess what? They're coming on the ship and they're fucking hungry.
No, they know.
Oh, God.
They know.
They had to survive.
What are you talking about? They know that the flood's coming. There's only 2 of them anyways. They're busy fucking.
So all instincts are like, well, I'm here to kill and
Keep it up,
hunt and
Gorms.
everything. Hey, wait a second.
Oh, it must-
Survival instincts
Yeah.
kick in.
Boom. Imminent doom. Let's
You
get on
fucking-
this thing.
You signed the paperwork before you get on.
Yeah,
Fucking no
NDAs
funny
and all that
business.
Those who didn't, wiped out, extinct, dead.
And just think about all the animals that got onto the boat. It's like a VIP package, by the way.
Yeah.
There's only 2 elephants getting picked to go on there. I mean, literally their kids and brothers and family got left back. So they know they're in a special place.
wanna
Let's
know-
not fuck around in this VIP
That's
club.
how cruise lines work nowadays.
I want to know what line "fuck thy neighbor" to create the liger on that boat.
That's
I don't know.
very
That
true.
thing's big, though. I saw one
That
of them
is a
walking
big
on
boat.
the
There's
internet.
some funny business going on in that.
Oh, the ligers?
Yeah.
Those are huge.
I think
But that
they
boat's also huge, Ty.
Well, yeah, there's one in Cincinnati. You can go check it out.
The Noah's Ark?
Yeah.
Same dimensions?
There's one in
Actual size,
Kennywood.
yeah, 2 size. There is one in Kennywood. Hard to get on. Long line. Long line. Long line at Noah's Ark in Kennywood.
Insects on it as well? Flies and everything? Hey,
Nah.
hornets,
Nah, they
wasps?
fly.
They fly
Animals.
above.
2 of you wasps, come
Had to
on.
be.
They only last 2 days anyway.
That was the only mistake Noah made was this fucking wasps.
Oh,
Yeah.
Look at what it's doing to us now.
Drown
Fires.
Them and mosquitoes. He could have left them out. But no.
They definitely came because of all the flooding and water.
Yep,
That's what
for sure.
Oh my god.
Is there a
Mosquitoes are
reason?
getting bad right now too. It's getting.
They got the
it's getting-
trucks driving around,
There was like
gas
a-
in neighborhoods.
They're
There's a
such
mosquito
dicks,
guard
dude.
For your, there's a mosquito guard for your yard
Oh yeah.
where they spray stuff.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I guess we can't get it because the dogs will eat the grass.
Oh Jesus!
They have the sound frequency as well.
Yeah, they do.
You can
what?
get plants.
Put out
frequency.
sonar.
I can put on sonar to knock
yeah.
off the mosquitoes.
Yeah, they just fall down.
Does that work?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does it? We bought a bunch of plants that are supposed to
Tiki torches.
keep mosquitoes
Oh
away.
yeah.
Yep.
We have a bunch of those.
You're asking if sonar works and you're using plants?
Yeah.
The plants work. The blue
Botany.
ones. Yeah.
You ever heard of Earth?
Yeah.
Something
How dare you?
I'm just saying cycle of life.
Photosynthesis?
How do you think the cavemen kept
Osmosis,
mosquitoes
bro.
away?
This fucking guy don't even know anything about osmosis.
Osmosis Jones?
Oh, good movie.
Oh,
What was
I
that?
love that movie.
Chris Rock.
Yeah. Bill Murray.
It's when the mitochondria separates from.
Yeah, you and I.
Powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah, it's
Just
powerhouse.
honest question. Were there fish on the boat?
No.
Gorms, what are you talking
the fish
about?
on main
Ocean,
ocean,
dude.
That's
What do you
why.
think, you built
That's
a
why
fucking
there's
fish
there
tank?
is there is
Oh, yeah.
mermaids in the ocean
Yeah.
All right.
for sure.
What is there, fish on
1000%.
I mean, they breathe and stuff like that.
That's
Yeah,
why we know
underwater.
more about the ocean than space for sure.
100.
I mean,
For sure, bro.
And it
Look, I
reminds
didn't even know they ever started a sun. I'm fucking 31 years old.
yeah, but we did.
Yeah, but that's on you. I'm just talking about. I'm talking about the stats here. The stats of saying that we know more about space than oceans. Just complete bullshit. Live propaganda nightmare.
I gotta have an answer from the
That's
room.
the aliens, by the way. That's the aliens asking people to stop studying space.
Oh, yeah.
What propaganda were you just sold? Wow, unbelievable. Yeah, let's start diving into the ocean. What about the fucking aliens, Nick?
You don't think the aliens have little habitats down under the water in the bottom of the ocean?
Under the sea.
Here's a fun fact. Here's a fun fact. More than half of all stars are in multiple star systems. So each, like ours only has one sun. More than half of the solar systems have more than one sun.
Whoa.
All right, think of this. What if the aliens are out there, and then once you get deep enough in space, they just put up like a giant TV screen, if you will, that just puts on a show, and that's what we
mirror.
watch through telescopes and shit.
It's a mirror.
Yeah, they're just creating, like, let's make them think this is going on. While they're just sitting back in their warships.
That's just not feasible.
Putting a mirror up is not a bad idea to make us think that there's never ending.
Yep.
What do we see ourselves?
But no,
Well,
because
it's have some sort of technology.
it's one of those
way
mirrors,
there.
those mirrors where you look in this one and in this one,
Oh,
and
gotcha.
it just goes for
Adaptive
It's
camouflage.
like a fun house.
Yeah.
There's some
Yep.
misdeception.
They
Yeah.
tilted it up.
Creating a false, like, infinity.
It's at Ocean World on 86, the sushi place I go to. Seriously, they got those mirrors. It looks like a huge restaurant, just a little shit box. It is. Looks like it's fucking 4,000 people there, and it's only 12.
got little carny mirrors in there.
Yeah.
Biggest sushi in town. It's fucking-
Hey, remember the vitamin thoughts?
Yeah.
Can I go for a CBD thought?
Yeah.
Get your take on this? And
Yeah,
I'm
man.
dead
Can I go?
serious.
I'm gonna go for a pee walk though.
Please.
Vitamin thought. Because I got That's a long one.
Smoke weed every day.
Okay.
You want me to go?
Go.
Okay, guys, I was fishing over the weekend and had a nice, 8 to 12, whatever it was. They're all. I caught the same fish.
Nice, man.
You know what I mean?
Yep. All the
It
same
was
size.
All the same size. Not big bass. Nothing like that. It's trying a new place out. Real fun.
Yeah, sure.
But my thought is this: if you're down there, and I'm talking to the fish down there, just go ahead and grab it. I rip his lip. I bring him out. He gets up. He's in my hand. Out the hook's out. He's back in the water in like 20 seconds. You know what I mean? When he goes back in, and he swims to his school, is he like, you ain't gonna fucking believe what just happened to me? I was following that worm, and all of a sudden I got yanked out of the water. A fucking big beast took me out, grabbed my lips, took the thing out of, and then threw me back in. And they're like, get the fuck out of here.
No.
No?
Because 2 weeks ago, I caught the same fish twice.
How do you know? How do you know?
Because
I think I've done that, but then I'm like, no way.
My line broke, right, because he was a hog. It was the big one I showed. So my line broke right when he was getting him on the shore, and he went back out, and I'm fishing again later.
You got your lure back.
Brought him back up, and the fucking hook was still on the side of his mouth, and the worm was still like in his throat.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah,
So,
fish
I'm
are
like,
dumb as shit.
yeah.
I mean, they don't have any.
They can't rationalize.
No,
like that?
they're just swimming around looking for breadcrumbs.
Yeah, doesn't goldfish memory have like 5 seconds?
Yeah,
and
something
it just
like that.
resets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Every time they blink,
It's like
whole new
Zito.
world. They
Fuck,
blink.
I gotta get-
Hey.
I got to get another pet fish then. Call me Julia today. Don't forget, I had that Jim Shoulders fish.
Oh, yeah.
T-bone.
Jim Shoulders.
Did you bring a story?
I got a couple.
Yeah, rip us off one. We'll wait for Pat to get back. When he gets back, we'll close out with this little game.
All right. Well, I sent this to Nick earlier today, and it seems in the upstairs of a restaurant, bodily fluids of deceased people was seeping down into the restaurant.
Oh, Christ.
Okay?
Jesus Christ, Gordon.
So they said they cleaned it up and everything, and they're back open in business. So my question is, do you go back there?
So how were their dead bodies above?
I don't know. It was something with
an apartment. A bunch of people died.
No, it wasn't
Funeral
anything
home?
like that. It was funeral home type thing. But the bodily fluid sunk down and went to the lower restaurant area, and people were literally stepping in bodily fluids of dead people.
I think you're done. Your
You got to
restaurant's done
firebomb
forever.
that place.
You got to. I mean, not going back. I don't care if it's half off a week
bleach.
later. I'm not going back.
First of all, you don't build a restaurant underneath a funeral home.
well, it's probably cheap rent. You know what I mean?
I'm sure cheap rent.
Well, it was Thai food.
I'm not going to go eat there.
It was. That's not a joke.
That was actually what happened in this.
Oh my God.
Anyway, that
No,
struck
I
me
would.
as
I would
odd.
never step foot back in there again. I can't imagine. With the press
CBD
they
makes you
got.
think of that? Like, what happened there?
I was talking
this
about
was a
fish.
news story.
Yeah, new food.
It wasn't great.
Thanks, Tony.
I went to the bathroom. That's 100%.
It wasn't great.
We were just biding time till you got back.
I doubt it. I bet it was great. I mean, I heard.
I enjoyed it because it makes me think, and then
Zito is saying like vigorously back there. No, it wasn't.
No, I was reading this. Now I couldn't read it. That's what
Oh,
I'm
is that
saying
your
now.
icy hot shit?
Zito was literally going.
No.
Hey, I'm
Terrible
still,
guy.
I know, but I'm still hitting 800, so those are Hall of Fame numbers.
That is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you had the Wasp.
That's
story,
the way I
which is
look at it.
fucking,
Gotta swing.
You know,
Epic.
gotta keep swinging.
You gotta swing.
Gotta swing.
Gotta.
Because what if Nick, because he's Italian, potentially like had birthday parties at a place underneath a funeral, which is very possible, and that would have led into a story of him talking about that.
No.
But no.
I didn't like birthday parties because all the attention was on me, and I thought everyone else should enjoy the fun
'Cause
too.
you're
Gotcha.
so
Yeah,
humble.
it was rude.
Yeah.
DoorDash tried to help him today on Twitter, and he refused because he's so humble.
Yeah, what happened with that? I heard you talking about it in the background, but I never explored.
So we ordered Thai food after we saw the story about the deceased bodily fluids creeping into everyone's Thai food. So we ordered it for lunch, and I was getting a haircut while the food came, so I couldn't get to my phone because it's just rude to be on your phone while you're getting a haircut.
Sure.
And so two
I
times
just-
it rang, and I didn't answer it.
I'm on it the
Because he's buzzing my hair, blah, blah. So I texted out there to Phil, like in my pocket, Departed style, like, "Hey Phil, food's here," and they just kept calling. And Phil and I texted Zito too. For some reason, no one wanted to go outside and get their food. So then I got a text back from the person saying, "Hey, we're outside. What are you doing?" So I replied back, "Hey, sorry, coming." And she said, "Hurry up then."
Jesus.
I respect it.
Let's go.
Yeah, which I did too because I was like, "Oh, she's
Probably
right."
got other
you know?
people's food too.
They called twice. I didn't answer. We're putting them through the ringer here. I apologize. So I tweeted DoorDash and I just let them know, like, hey, this is a great exchange here. This is always a pleasure dealing with you guys.
Right.
And then they came back, very professional, said, hey, shoot us a DM. Let's talk about it. We'll take care of it. I said, no, it's my fault, really. I just wanted you guys to see this and maybe get a laugh out of it, brighten up your day a little bit. And, I didn't want to cause any trouble.
You were a rat there for a second, and then you decided to.
Nick, I just got your message, by the way.
That's about right.
You think she's looking for a job today?
What did she say?
Yeah, right. DoorDash ain't never getting rid of anybody.
Yeah, no.
You can have half a star in DoorDash, and you're getting more jobs than anybody else.
She said, Phil went out and got the food finally. She put down the window. She handed to him. She said, you, Nick? He said, yeah. She goes, you better answer your phone next time. You ain't getting no more food.
Ooh. Window up.
I like
Peace.
it.
I wish it would have been like a fucking roll-up window.
Just to reach across.
And Phil just has to eat that.
Well, if they come to the door, that never happens, right?
True.
Yeah, exactly.
So fuck
Very
that.
true.
Well, that's what I don't like that they don't come to the door.
Door.
Dash. I mean, when they come to my house, they come to the door.
Yeah, but we didn't name it. We didn't name it DoorDash.
Nope.
Nope.
We didn't set the
It's
expectations.
not curb dash.
Maybe middle of traffic dash. Like it's Frogger. That's what it's like out here. See my brother fucking do-si-doing between fucking semis, trying to pick up his barbecue every single day.
Without fail.
Every day he
every
gets
day.
barbecue. Every day he has to run through traffic to get it.
Every day.
Unbelievable. I don't know if the barbecue is going to kill him or a car, but something's pretty routine.
I saw this on Twitter, and I thought it might be a good way to close out the show. We'll go around the room. Each of us has to give our best advice to the listeners in 4 words. Only 4 words. Exactly 4 words.
Okay.
Everybody ready for it? Mm-hmm. I'll start it off. Mine is look for cauliflower ear. For some guy in the bar talking shit or whatever, first thing you need to look for are the ears. If he has cauliflower ear, whatever he's saying, take it.
Yeah.
Because he is going to whoop your ass. Yep. No doubt about it.
Good one.
Well said.
That is good.
It's words to live by if you're a dude who likes bars.
So what is the exact thing here? Life motto, words to live
Just
by?
words, the best advice you can give in 4 words.
Got it. You're going to have to go the
Dicks.
other way. Yeah. It's on me.
Mine is drink during the day and go home before midnight.
Oh,
Drink
Sound advice.
during the
Pretty
day.
good.
That's good.
Go home before midnight.
before midnight. I like it. Those are great words to live by.
8 words.
Well, no. It's 2
two of them.
separate
2
ones.
different.
But they kind of tie together.
Diggs is an overachiever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Diggs goes hard. Mm-hmm. You want one thing, he's doing 2.
All right.
Good job.
Think about
Ain't
it.
that right, Tone?
Hey, that's what I'd do. Tons phones.
T-bone.
It's going to be one of the guys' segments.
Porsche.
How boy Z?
Nico.
My advice would be don't just do less.
That's like
Don't
8
Comma.
just do
Yes,
less.
comma.
I like that.
Don't, comma. Just do less.
Oh, is it not? Is it comma or 3 periods?
Either or.
What is that
Fine
called?
with
3
either.
periods?
Ellipses.
Yep.
Really?
You literally tell Zito to do this every single day, and he never listens.
3 people gave the same answer, and he questioned it.
I actually had some advice that I think Zito would give too.
Okay.
What's that?
In 4 words. Lines.
Suck it!
Fucked up.
Go ahead, Nick. Really, go ahead.
No, it's okay.
Oh, you're giving him permission now?
You may speak.
That is fucked up. What was it for Zito, though?
Line starts behind me.
Oh. That's pretty much
Not bad.
your code that you live by.
Zito or Nick?
What are you talking like a food line?
You can interpret however you want.
All lines. All lines. Okay. Gorman.
Leave early, find parking. Those are my.
Gorman
Yeah.
advice I've ever heard in my life.
Take it and run with it, folks. It works. I'm telling you. You ain't gonna miss shit. Plus, you just have a simple walk after the event or gathering. Yeah, go early, find parking.
I love it.
Leave early, avoid traffic.
Zito.
That's good too.
You reach, I'll teach.
Not bad.
You reach, I'll teach.
It's a fucking
What
fucking
scenario
basket.
And one shirt.
Or no blood, no foul. That'll be the last one.
Oh, yeah. Originals. I like it.
You've been going to the fucking park too much, Z.
Dude. I want to let everybody know that I attempted to buy a lot in Indianapolis
Oh yeah.
just to make it a outdoor street basketball court with lights on it and bleachers in downtown Indianapolis.
Quick question. We're going to name it.
Oh, I don't know. That's something that I think should be thought about. Because we're trying to make it a
Because like
statement.
Rucker
Right.
Park.
Pucker Park.
Go on. Do you have any other names?
Charles Oaks Park,
Venice Beach.
Venice Beach,
Boys Park.
Boys Park,
Boys Park.
Girls Park,
No. Boys.
and girls.
City Park. All the parks. Foxy, what do you got?
I think we can all agree with my advice, and it's just gotta know your clearance.
I count 5.
By the way,
He combined gotta.
that's in
Got it.
everything.
G-O-T-T-A. I like it.
Yep.
That's in everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Gotta know your clearance. All right. Ty.
Just do your job.
Just do your job.
Yep.
Love it.
Do your job.
Just do your job.
Ready?
Pat, you're the closer.
Fuck them. Let's go. I think that's
Best one for last.
I think that's the one.
I think there was
like
FUBU
it.
there for a second.
Unbelievable.
Fuck 'em. Let's go. Words to live by. Thanks for listening, everybody. We love you. We're out.